and Austin support area students who work hard in their school and extracurricular activities. Good luck, paddlers, from Black Sheep Agronomy. Call 842-6104 for all your agronomy needs.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Most people don't think about their furnace until it's not working, but we do. At Pipe Service Experts, we are trained to see what others miss. Airflow restrictions, pressure imbalances, heat exchanger flaws. That's how we catch little issues before they become cold nights and costly repairs. Because keeping your home warm takes more than just a toolbox. Our certified technicians will get your system running at peak condition. Call Pipe Service Experts for our special $99 precision tune-up today. Call 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
We're clearing space and cutting prices on quality used equipment at C&B. Now's your chance to grab inspected, field-ready John Deere tractors, combines, and more for an unbeatable price. Thousands of units across the Midwest. Your next machine just might be waiting for you. But hurry, the inventory won't last long at these prices. Come see us today at C&B, your local John Deere dealer, or visit DEERequipment.com to view our full selection. C&B, your local South Dakota John Deere dealers.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Purple Palace here in Hoven, South Dakota. We're set for volleyball action again tonight. The Lady Greyhounds playing host to the Ipswich Lady Tigers JV volleyball, and we'll have a middle school game to start with. Been a little while since we've been back here. Actually, homecoming week was the last home volleyball action we've had. And so good to see the girls back in action tonight. And we're about 7.5 minutes away from start time. I know the Ipswich team arrived a little bit late tonight, so our start time was at 5 o'clock. If you were tuning in at 5 to see that, obviously we're not quite there just yet. So we'll get you set up here for tonight's action. But it has been a busy couple weeks since the last time we were with you for Leola Frederick football here in town against Hoven a couple weeks ago. That was a victory for Leola Frederick. So the football team sitting at 1 win and 3 losses so far. They're going to be back in action here later on this week. Friday is the last home football game out at Norm Stetham Field. So if you're around, sounds like it's going to be a beautiful night for football. The Sunshine Bible Academy Crusaders are going to be in to play the Greyhounds that night. We've got some cross country coming up this week. The conference meet is in Gettysburg. That's on Wednesday. So good luck to Coach Brittany Frost and Danica Kaup and Alex Luder, our runners there. And this will be tonight's game will be the only game of the week for the volleyball girls. They were in action last week in Highmore. I had a chance to go down and watch them play. Being from Harold, kind of my old stomping grounds down there, so I got a chance to see some family and cheer the girls on, and kind of a split decision there. The middle school girls lost their match, played well. They were kind of slow out of the gates in the first game and then played well the second game, but they did lose 2 straight. And then the JV girls were able to win both the first 2 games of their match and win that 2 games to none. So the Lady Greyhounds, the JV team, coming off a victory last week and looking to carry that momentum into tonight. So I welcome in my broadcast partner, Jordan Heimler. Jordan, good to see you. And what do you see coming up here for the Greyhounds, or anything in the last week that caught your attention?
Yeah, glad to be back, Mike. Thanks for having me. Sorry for the delay there. I was trying to get some information on that. Aberdeen Marching Band Festival, the marching band for the Greyhounds was participating in that, and they actually got 3rd place out of 15 bands. So great job to them. Great job for Liz Bangs and the rest of the band and everything. We're really proud of you guys. Always having a great showing. They also will be competing this Friday in Groton at the Lake Region Festival, and that's going to start. Step-off time, I was told, was at 11:06. So they'd love to see you out there and want to go and support those guys. They do a phenomenal job, and it's their last competition of the year. So if you want to get up to Groton and see them perform, it's always a great show.
It is, yeah, and you're right. It is the last event for the marching band this season. So they've competed. That'll be the 3rd contest, and going back to Gypsy Days in Aberdeen, they did receive a gold medal for that. Highest recognition you can get for Gypsy Days. Like you mentioned, 3rd last week, coming up this week in Groton. A chance to finish out the marching band season. But yeah, it seems like we just get going with all these sports. And now here we are looking at the end. We got football wrapping up, home game Friday, and then the boys turn around and play again 1 week from tonight. Their last game of the season will be in Millette to take on Northwestern, and that's a 5 o'clock start. And then our football season is over. Our youth football team, those boys wrapped up their season this past Saturday up in Eureka for a triangular. Won both games, had a chance to go watch it, and boy, they played really, really well. You can definitely tell the level of competition they've been playing in some of those other jamborees, because boy, they looked a step ahead last week. So really good way to finish the season for those boys. They're going to be taking a trip to Aberdeen this Saturday, I believe. Coach Stecker, Coach Ulrich are going to take the boys and go watch Northern State play, so a nice way to wrap up their season. And volleyball, just a couple more weeks there. We're going to have our last 2 home broadcast for volleyball after tonight. Will be on the 20th and 21st. Parents' Night is going to be on the 20th of October. That's going to be matches against Strasbourg, Zeeland. And the very next night will be JV only, but that'll wrap up the home volleyball season as they take on North Central. So a couple weeks away from that. But boy, yeah, here we are, middle of October, or early October, but counting down the last few events for our fall season.
Boy, it goes by fast, doesn't it? I'm not ready for it to be quite over just yet. I'll tell you what, I'm having a lot of fun, and it's been great to watch these kids get this experience and play with the Hoven Greyhound Purple. And I tell you what, it's been a lot of fun, Mike, and I appreciate you for giving me this opportunity, and look forward for what's yet to come, basketball and everything else. So
absolutely, yeah, we know we are looking at boys for sure. We'll have a JV schedule, and I know the girls are still kind of in limbo a little bit depending on their numbers. We do have the girls to play. They're just not 100% sure what that's going to look like. So I know we've got Coach Wendy Roush is going to be coaching girls basketball again. April Hobart is going to be coaching the boys. And, of course, our intrepid athletic director, Joni Obler, trying to put all the pieces together there for us. So we are assured that we will be bringing you basketball this winter, which will be a lot of fun because, that's a long winter with no basketball.
Yeah.
So, we'll be looking forward to bringing you those contests as well. And as far as cross country, I did mention that we did have the conference meet coming up. We did have cross country, the runners in action here this past Saturday at the Action Club meet in Highmore, and we had Alex Luter again. I think it's the 3rd time this year setting his personal best, a personal record there, finished 13th place. Danica got 2nd place, and I guess I don't know for sure. I talked to Danica a little bit today, and I don't know if that was in the varsity or that was JV. Okay. And so I know Danica's kind of building up, especially for the conference meet. I think we got regions coming up next week, and then the state cross country meet here towards the end of the month. So I know Danica's trying to trying to get feet under to be able to compete at that varsity level here with a chance to advance to the state meet again. So good luck to the runners and to Coach Frost this Wednesday. All right, we're getting close to volleyball, and just one little caveat for you. We were informed before the game that we do not have rosters for the middle school girls for Ipswich. And so if you're in the Ipswich area and you're tuning in tonight, we'll do the best we can. Obviously, we don't have names for the middle school athletes, so we'll call the action the best we can and maybe just refer to numbers here and there. But we don't have names in the roster to refer to. And then, of course, we'll get you some starting lineup set here for the middle school girls for Hoven. So a little bit of a different challenge, but, we'll roll with it. So.
Yeah, and then, we'll take this opportunity here too, Mike, to announce the Athlete of the Week for last week is actually Casey Hageman. Congratulations to him, well deserved. We didn't have any action to bring to you last week, so we weren't able to announce that, so we're going to give you your credit now. This week, Athlete of the Week, and we're going to see her tonight, and that's Addison Grease. So congratulations to both of them, and very well deserving, and we're looking forward to seeing Addison play tonight.
Yeah, and that's I've talked to a few people, and you and I have mentioned before that we are not volleyball experts, and so any progress or improvement very much is just based on the eye test. But even watching these girls last year to this year, even over the course of the season, we've really seen really good progress, especially in the back row, and that's where Addison lives most of the time. Strong serve. But really does a good job. I think the last time we were here, if I remember right, she had 21 or 22 digs in a match against Sunshine Bible. And really, she's not one of our seniors. We have Danica and Raquel and Gabby as senior athletes on that JV team, but Addison, really outside of Danica, is the one with the most experience there. So she brings a lot of leadership to the squad as well. So yeah, I saw that news this morning that Addison was named as the Athlete of the Week, and very, very much deserving, and we're happy to see Addison receive that honor this week.
Yeah, I completely agree, and shout out to Casey Hageman as well for last week. He really tends to lead that defense. He's always sticking his nose in there, and he's not afraid to bring the fight to them. I tell you what, he laid some pretty good hits here the last couple of games and had some really big runs on offense. So he's been a big leader for that team, and the results definitely show for that.
Yeah, statistically, the leading tackler on the team, leading rusher on the team. Had a long touchdown run. I forget how long, 60-plus yards. I think he's had three touchdown runs of 60 yards. Well, they weren't all touchdown runs, but 3 runs in the last 2 games of 60 yards or more, going back to the homecoming game. So, yeah, he's been a really strong performer for the Greyhound football team.
Absolutely, and looks like we're going to get underway here with the Ipswich Lady Tigers set to serve. It's the first game of 3, I believe.
Yeah, I think we're doing best of 3 again tonight.
Excellent. So it's going to be number 4 with the serve. Sends it across. Stecker with the dig. It's going to be hit by Huber. Sent over by Stecker again. Hit by 4, sends it back. Dug by Tanay. Oh, just falls short there. Number 9. I'm trying to find.
Raina Schwartz out there.
Raina Schwartz. Good to see her out there.
Yeah, pretty good volley to start the match.
4th serve again, Stecker with the dig. Just off the hands of Raina there, a little out of reach. It's going to be a point for the Tigers, starting off 2-0 here.
And this really has been kind of the biggest challenge for the middle school group this year, just being able to return serve and get a good setup on offense.
Aubrey with the dig. Raina keeps it alive. Sent over by... excuse me, I'm trying to find the name there. Sorry, folks.
Kia Cronin on that one.
23 for the Tigers there, gets the kill. Cronin, yes, thank you. I'm trying to get my bearings here, folks. Sorry about that. Takes a little bit. Mike, you get to teach these kids, so it works out a little bit easier for you. I got to catch up.
Yeah, no,
dug by Huber there. Sent over by Cronin. Number 4 sets it. 23 sends it over. Huber, the dig. Raina sets it up to Cronin, who sends it over. 4 with the set. 23 trying to get the kill. It's off the hands of Bryn. Tanay keeps it alive. And it's going to be hit too many times there, but not for a lack of effort. But that point will go to the Tigers.
Yeah, they're they're close. They're able to dig that initial serve, just not able to score points off of it yet.
Yeah, number 4 there, getting the ace, putting it right there in no man's land. Great serve. Okay, so there must be a 5-point rule then.
Okay, looks like Emma Huber set to serve for Hoven, and that one's going to be into the net, be a point for Ipswich. Emma, one of the 5th graders. Oh, 6th grader, sorry. 6th grader Emma Huber.
Yeah, definitely a young bunch out there for the Greyhounds here, but they're definitely up for the task. Number 30 set back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Sends it across. Bryn with the dig. Kept alive by Stecker. Sent over by Bryn. Number 4 is going to dig it. You can see who sent that. It is going to fall out. Or no, was it in? I couldn't tell.
It was in, yeah. It looked like Isabella Sotner, the line judge over there, had to retrieve the ball, so we didn't get a signal from her, but it was point for Ipswich.
All right. 30 set to serve again here. Bryn trying to dig it, just a little out of reach. Great serve there by the Tigers.
And one thing I should point out, it is a good opportunity for our middle schoolers because this is a true middle school game, so that means the younger students can play as well. There's a serve into the net for Ipswich, and so it will be back to the Lady Greyhounds because if you have any freshman athletes playing, you cannot have anybody even as young as a 6th grader play in that contest. So a good opportunity for the middle schoolers tonight.
Absolutely.
Here we see 3rd hit for Ipswich, and that is going to fall just out.
All right.
And so that'll be a point for Hoven. That makes our score 8-3 in favor of the Tigers. Kia Cronin set to serve. Ball's over, and that's going to be an ace for Kia Cronin, her first of the match.
Yeah, Kia, she's usually pretty consistent at the serving line here, so hopefully she can get some momentum going for the Greyhounds.
I believe it's 8-4. I think they haven't caught up just yet. Serve returned, dug by Tanae Kaiser. Here's Stecker. She gets it over. Set for Ipswich, number 25, far side, gets it over, and that's going to be off the hands of Cronin. That'll be a point for Ipswich.
Yeah, great hit over the net there by number 29, I think, or 25, excuse me, by the Tigers there. Just kind of turning around, trying to hit the ball from behind there, and that can be kind of tough to do. So off the hands of Kia there. Number 33 set to serve. It's going to go off the side of the hand and out, so it's going to be a point for the Greyhounds. 4-9 is your score in favor of the Tigers.
Yeah, see if the Greyhounds can take advantage of that. It's going to be number 9, Raina Schwartz. She is a 5th grader, and so she'll be set to serve for Hoven. Raina to serve, gets it over. Back row, number 4, knocks it over. Kaiser up to Bryn Huber. She gets it across, and that's going to be a point for Bryn Huber.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there, but ends up working out in the favor of the Greyhounds. Bryn able to send it over and get the point there. Great job.
9-5 your score. Be Schwartz to serve. Underhand, knocks it over. First time across for Ipswich. Set for Stecker, back to Bryn Huber. Gets it across, and that's going to be another point for the Lady Greyhounds.
Yeah, great job here. Greyhounds starting to show a little life here. They're getting back into this game.
Closing the gap, scores 9-6. Schwartz's serve is across. Set for Ipswich. Number 3 gets it across. Oh, it's a miscommunication. Kind of in between Stecker and Schwartz that time, and Emma Huber couldn't save it, so it'll be served back to Ipswich.
Yeah, like you said, great experience here for a middle school game. That's kind of what we're talking about there, getting an idea of where they're at, each other are at on the floor, and kind of their range and stuff. You know, Aubrey thinking she should make a play on that. Reno's ready for it, but those things are going to happen. Those
Rena, she didn't want to give the serve up that time. She was going to keep serve, but they wouldn't let her.
Number 15 serving for the Tigers. Emma Huber digs it, but it's going to fall out of bounds. It's going to be a point for the Tigers there. I think that's going to be considered an ace for number 15.
Yeah, and a lot more confidence there, you know, even for the Hoven girls, even on a play like that. Just Emma being willing to step into that and get a dig, just carried wide, and now we have a service error for Ipswich. That'll be ball back to Hoven. 11-7 your score in favor of the Tigers. Looks like Aubrey Stecker set to serve. Stecker's serve is across. And set here front row across for Ipswich. Bryn Huber to sister Emma. Back to Bryn. She knocks it across. Ipswich set. Back again. Oh, it's going to be into the net. And that'll be a point for Hoven.
Yeah, a great set of volley there for the Greyhounds. Seem to be working together really well. And
the Huber sisters working together on that one. Here's Stecker's serve. Ipswich gets the set. It's across. Bryn Huber sets for Emma. And that one's going to carry over, and it is. And that's
that's a tough play.
We'll say an unorthodox kill for Emma Huber there, but she gets the point.
That was perfect, though. You couldn't decide if you should hit it or not. Great job.
Serve for Stecker is across. Third hit for Ipswich. Gets it over. Cronin. Emma Huber. Front row for Bryn. Oh, it's into the net.
Yeah, right idea. Just didn't get enough on it, unfortunately. Just hit it straight into the net, but the play is definitely there.
You know, we've seen a lot of the matches this year where the younger team has really had a difficult time getting to that point, getting sets and getting the opportunity to score. So really nice progress here that we've seen from the younger girls tonight.
Absolutely. Number 9 set to serve for the Lady Tigers. She sends it over. Cronin, just out of the reach of Cronin. So that's going to be an ace for number 9 for the Tigers.
So I don't know what your observation, Joe, but I've learned that's the sweet spot. Kind of the right in front of that front row where they're not sure if that's their ball or not. So I think that's where you're aiming.
Yeah, I agree. I think that'd be tough to make a play on for sure. And have to get down on the court, and you never know if the ball could get shanked off your hands there or something. I'm glad it's not me trying to do that, I'll be honest. Oh, great hit by Tanay. To the back row, has the Ipswich Tigers chasing after it and couldn't get it, so she's going to get the point there for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, 13-10, serve back to Hoven. Yeah, and again, I'm sure there's a name for that spot, so again, volleyball people, if you know what it is, let me know. If not, we'll make something up. Bryn, the serve. Back row, set there. This is going to be out of bounds, number 3 there in the front row. Gets it across, but it's wide. 13-11, Bryn Huber will continue to serve. Ooh, off the side of her hand, and that's going to be an error.
Yeah, you can almost hear the difference in the sound when you hit the ball. It wasn't full contact, unfortunately.
Yeah, just and that's a little tough for that overhand serve, and had a nice one the first serve, just couldn't quite repeat that the second time around.
Number 14 set to serve for the Tigers. She hits it across. Bryn Huber with the dig. Emma keeps it up. Tanay sends it across. 15 puts the set for 23. Bryn's going to dig it. Cronin on the set. Emma sends it over. 23 sends it across again. Oh. It's going to hit the net. Take a favorable bounce for the Tigers. Not much the Greyhounds could do on that one.
No, tough luck there, and really too bad because really nice play leading up to that for Hoven.
And 14's going to have a serving error there, straight into the net. So now it's going to be Tanay Kaiser with the serve.
Tanay, a 7th grader, set to serve. Ball's across. Set for Ipswich, a little too wide. And that'll be a point for the Lady Greyhounds. They closed the gap 15-13.
Yeah, trying to put it up for her teammate there, number 5, to try and get a kill, but unfortunately sent it a little too far past.
Kaiser serve, a good one. And this time it's across for Ipswich. Emma Huber, first time, knocks it back over. It's set here middle, and that's going to, and yeah, Tanay, yeah, she had to be quick on the reflexes there, otherwise keep from catching one in the teeth, and they just about got it across. So
yeah, I thought they were going to pull it off for a second.
Yeah, self-defense, but sometimes that works.
Number 4 for the Lady Tigers, setting to serve. Emma with the dig. Bryn, with the dig. 33 sends it over. It's going to be Bryn with the dig again. Emma keeps it up. Cronin looking to chase it. She does. She gets it across. 23 going for the kill. Stecker digs it. It's off the hands there of Tanay. Just a little out of reach. Had to run that one down and wasn't able to quite get there.
Yeah, Aubrey just couldn't quite control the dig that time. Got away backwards on her, and tough to save at that point.
Number 4 serving again here. Aubrey Stecker on the dig. Tough dig, but just off her hands and out of bounds, unfortunately. But, yeah, that's what we were talking about, that sweet spot you're saying there, Mike.
Yeah, and Aubrey got to it, but again, just couldn't quite control it well enough. And so now we have a 5-point lead opened up again for the Lady Tigers.
Number 4 set to serve again. And she's going to send it into the net. That's a good way to break the momentum there for the Tigers. Hopefully the Greyhounds can capitalize.
Yeah, we're getting to that point in the game, 18-14 here. Not too many serves left. Huber gets it across. Back over for Ipswich. First time Raina Schwartz sends it over. Here's number 4 setting back to 23. Dug by Tanay Kaiser. Nice dig. Second hit over for Cronin. Third hit for Ipswich is going to be into the net. So really nice play there. And one of the better digs of the night for Hoven by Tanay Kaiser that time, getting down and elevating, and Kia Cronin's able to finish it off. Here's Emma Huber to serve again. Ball's over. Set here for Ipswich, left side. That's across. Kaiser, almost our first rafter ball, not quite yet, and that's going to be off the side of the hands for Aubrey Stecker, and that'll be a point for Ipswich.
Yeah, another good dig for Tanay there. That last point was pretty crucial. You kind of feel that they needed to get one there, and they were. Hopefully they can get the ball back here and keep it going. I shouldn't say get the ball back. I should say get to serve again. Get in control of the game.
I know what you meant.
I watch too much football, Mike.
Well, we haven't hit the 2-minute warning yet, so.
Yeah, and number 30 sends it over, and it looks like it is going to hit the line and stay in bounds, and that's going to be an ace for number 30 for the Lady Tigers.
Boy, yeah, probably the best serve of the game for either team. That had to have been just right on the mark, right in front of the line judge over there, so I'm guessing that was the right call.
And she's going to send it in the net after that. So 16-20 is your score in favor of the Lady Tigers. Kia Cronin here set to serve for the Greyhounds.
Cronin serve is across. Back row. Set here, left side. Number 11 gets it over. Raina Schwartz sets Huber, and third hit. Stecker can't get it over, so it'll be a point for Ipswich. 21-16 now as the Tigers close in with the advantage here in this first game. Substitution for the Tigers. Number 3 into the game. Number 14 off.
33 back to serve. She sends it across. Oh, it's going to be in the net, though.
And again, if you are just joining us, wondering why we're not saying the names for the Ipswich players, we don't have them. Our roster does not have middle school players. So, again, any apologies for the fans up in the Ipswich area. If you're tuning in to watch your girls play, we just don't have the names. So we'll get you names for the JV match to follow as we get Mayla Bangs into the game, our 4th grader.
Wow, 4th grade. Isn't that crazy?
Schwartz with the serve. Set in the back row here for Ipswich. The ball is across, dug by Cronin.
Here we go, Mayla.
Bangs sets back to Cronin, and that's going to be a point. So nice set by Mayla that time, and Cronin finished it off.
Oh, you got to love that. First play, gets in there, and she's already getting ahead on the ball. Great job.
Yeah, that was, again, I'm no expert, but that sure looked like a good set to me. Schwartz with the serve. This one's going to be into the net, and so that'll be 22-18 our score in favor of the visiting Lady Tigers. And we're going to have a substitution again. Couple players on for Ipswich.
Yeah, Greyhounds hanging tough here. Really young bunch, getting some good experience. Looks like we're going to have number 15 for the Lady Tigers set back to serve. 22-18 your score in favor of the Tigers. She sends across. Kia Cronin goes to the floor to try and dig it, but she comes up just a little short there, and it's going to be off her hands and an ace for number 15.
Yeah, and that's one thing I've noticed for the Lady Greyhounds, a little more willing to sacrifice the body here, get on the floor for some of those. That's good to see.
Absolutely. 15 sends across. Kia with the dig. Aubrey with the hits it. Kia's going to send it across. Number 30 with a nice dig. Bryn sends it back over. She hits it to Aubrey. Aubrey hits it back to Bryn. Off the hands of 3, and it's going to be in the net. Great job by the Greyhounds.
Really critical serve here at this point in the game. 23-19. Need to see a long run of scoring for the Lady Greyhounds to give a chance to win this one, because even any service error would be a resultant game point. Here's Stecker, serve is across. Back over for Ipswich. Emma Huber is going to send it back over on the second hit. A little miss hit there for Ipswich. They get it across. Left side's Cronin. Bryn Huber sets Stecker. She has it across. And a little miscommunication for the Tigers. That's going to be 3 hits and a point to Hoven, so that's a good start.
Here we go.
Makes the score 23-20. See if they can add on.
Aubrey doing a great job here on the serves, keeping them in the game.
Serve is across. Nice serve that time. That's going to be an ace for Stecker.
All right.
Her first of the game.
And she's excited. You can't wipe that smile off her face right now.
Well, that's good to see. Stecker again, serves right side this time. And that's going to go out. That's going to be another point for Hoven. They close it to 1 point, 23-22 our score.
Great job by the Greyhounds here. Let's see if they can hold on, take the lead.
Chance to pull even. Stecker again to serve. Again, it's across, back row. Set here, and that's going to fall right in the middle.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. That was a great kill there.
Yeah, 4 Greyhounds converging. None of them could quite get there, so that is going to be game point now for Ipswich. 24-22.
Number 9 set back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Game point. No pressure. Kia with a nice dig. Bryn keeps it up. Kia sends it back across. Great job by number 9 to keep that alive. I thought it would be overhead. Dug by Stecker. Kept it alive by Emma. Sends it over by Bryn. It's going to... All right, great job by the Greyhounds. Great execution there. Going to be a point for the Greyhounds. They stay alive now, 23-24, with Bryn Huber set to serve.
Yeah, and you do have to win by 2. Huber off the side of her hand, and that will be the end of the first game. 25-23 will be the final score of game 1. So nice rally for the Lady Greyhounds to make it close, but aren't quite able to pull it out. We'll see if they can build on that in game 2. We'll take a break. Be back right after this.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Hi, this is Kay from Plains Commerce Bank. In Hoven, sports bring us together from the opening whistle to the final play. That's why we're proud to support the Hoven Greyhounds. For us, banking has never been just about numbers. It's about people, your families, your goals, and your hometown. We're rooted in relationships because that's how we believe banking should be. We're honored to be part of the Greyhound tradition. Plains Commerce Bank, where relationships matter. Member FDIC.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
Welcome back to Hoven. Mike Hobart alongside Jordan Heimiller bringing you Hoven Greyhound volleyball tonight as we get set for the second game of our middle school match. Really competitive one the first time. Ipswich led, I want to say, the entire way. I don't know that the Greyhounds led it all, but they closed the gap and end up losing game 1 by a score of 25-23. I had aces on the board, one for Kia Cronin, one for Aubrey Stecker, kills for Bryn Huber, one for Emma Huber. And again, it's a little bit harder for the middle school to track some of those things. Some of the things I'm not sure if it is a kill. Some of them maybe I'm not giving credit where I should be. But yeah, really, really good to see the Lady Greyhounds compete all the way to the end of that first match.
Yeah,
first game.
Absolutely. I thought they were playing very well together that game. I tell you what, there was a lot of volume going on, a lot of 3 hits, which, as you mentioned, that was something they were working on, trying to get those sets and try and get those kills. So that was, I thought, great execution by the Greyhounds, and I think they got a lot to build off of here.
Yeah, and even down in Highmore last week, I know that was something in the first game that they really struggled, even just to return serve for periods of time. So, and I did not track aces for Ipswich. I know they had at least a couple, 2 or 3 there. So, but that was not a common occurrence. I mean, they really made the Tigers earn those points on the volley. And it's going to be the Greyhounds to start serve here for game 2. It's going to be Emma Huber. Emma serves, and we're underway in game 2. Number 4 is going to set front row left side, dug by Kaiser. Kia Cronin is going to set Stecker. She gets it across. Return here left side for Ipswich. Dug by Kaiser again. Oh, it's going to carry, and that is just wide, says our line judge, Sierra Obler, back there. So it is first point to Ipswich.
Yeah, so close there. It looked like for a second maybe that was going to fall perfectly right inside, but unfortunately not so. Number 30 going back to serve now for the Lady Tigers. She sends it across. A little zip on that one, and it's going to be off the hands of Bryn Huber, not able to handle that, so it's going to be an ace for number 30.
And first ace of the match for Ipswich. I hope I didn't jinx the girl.
She sends it across again. Tanae with the dig this time. Kia decides to send it over, and the Tigers were not ready for that. Great heads-up play by Cronin.
Yeah, and I see that play a lot, and I don't know if there's a hard and fast rule as far as when you do that, but definitely you're right. Caught the defense off guard, and Cronin's going to serve here, and that one good-looking serve, but into the net, so right back over to Ipswich.
Yeah, and then to kind of touch on that too, it does seem like Cronin has really good instincts on that. You know, she might have seen that opening and thought, hey, if it comes this way, that's what I'm going to do. So great heads-up play by the 7th grader. Also sees quite a bit of JV time as well.
Yeah, boy, she was set up, for the set right up until the end. So it was pretty good deception.
Oh, too many hits by the Greyhounds, not able to corral that one. So it's going to be a point for the Tigers now, and their score is going to be 4-1 in favor of the Tigers. 33 set to serve. Dug by Tanae. Hit by Reyna. Sent across by Stecker. Number 4 at the set. 25 hits it across. Emma with a good dig. Stecker keeps it. Cronin decides to send it over. It's going to be into the net. 4 tries to get up and gets it, but she's not able to. So point for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, see if they can come back and take a lead here earlier in the match. But a really nice work from the back row. Tanae Kaiser's done a really nice job. Emma Huber with a good dig that time. So a lot of confidence coming from some of these younger players. It's going to be Raina Schwartz to serve a high arcing serve. It is across. Third hit for Ipswich. It is over and kind of that no man's land again. Third hit. Stecker can get it over. She does. Good recovery by the Lady Greyhounds.
Wow.
It's over. This one dug by Cronin. That's going to carry across. Stecker. Bryn Huber is going to put it over. Back row here for Ipswich. Set left side, and that's going to be into the net. Really nice point after the recovery for Ipswich. For Hoven, I mean, that looked like that was going to be another ball in no man's land, but good recovery, and they were able to get the third hit across.
Yeah, so many great plays on that last one. Holy smokes. They should be really proud of that point.
Well, that looked like kind of a lift there, but they get away with it, and that's going to drop in for a point for Ipswich. And that makes the score 5-3. A couple of subs for the Lady Tigers.
Number 6, after subbing in, is going to serve now for the Lady Tigers. She sends it across. Tanae digs it. Bryn off her hands into the net, and Tanae tries to keep it alive, but she's unable to. So that'll be a point for the Tigers. 6-3 your score in favor of the Tigers. Number 6 back to serve again. And it's going to be into the net on that one. So point Greyhounds.
Yeah, kind of what we saw in game 1 where the Lady Greyhounds just kind of hovered about, 2, 3, 4 points back. And let's see if they can close the gap early here. Stecker to serve. Had a nice round to serve the first game, and she's going to have an ace here.
There we go. Yeah, she's got a pretty consistent serve there.
And underhand serve like we see for some of the younger players, smaller players, but she's effective with it. 2 aces on the night now for Aubrey Stecker. This one's across back row. Set middle. That's across Cronin. And she was didn't quite stay underneath that one, and I'm not sure if she was trying to get it to one player in particular, but nobody home that time, and that's going to be back to Ipswich. 7-5 your score in favor of the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, it just looks like just kind of mishandled that one. Looks like she might have shanked it on accident. Number 9 back to serve. Dug by Cronin. Kept alive by Reyna. Cronin sends it across. Set by 6. 3 sends it across, and it's going to be out of bounds. So the Greyhounds will get the point on that one. 6-7 is your score. Tightening it up.
Yeah, that seems to be one of the keys. If you can score right away after losing that serve, turn around, get the serve right back. Brenda Huber gets it across left side, and it is going to be over. Number 3 over there, able to drop it in just right across the net. Nobody home for Hoven, and that's going to make it 8-6.
Yeah, I don't think they were quite ready for that one. Nice hit there by number 3, excuse me. Great hit by her into no man's land there. 14 sends it across now for the Tigers. Bryn with the dig. He sets it. Reyna hits it over, and the Tigers going to fight over it and mishandling it, so that's going to be a point for the Greyhounds now. Like you said, still staying in that 1 to 2 point range, not letting them get too far out ahead.
Yeah, nice play by Schwartz that time, just to be ready to return. That ball wasn't intended to come to her, I don't think, but she makes the play.
Oh, not a great serve there, but 23 still able to send it across. Ooh. Oh, it's off the hands of Huber there. Tanae trying to run it down, unfortunately with no avail. Looks like we got some subs for the Tigers now.
Yeah, they've. You mentioned when the Lady Tigers arrived, they've got a lot of numbers for middle school JV volleyball.
They do.
They run out quite a few.
And it's going to be out. Missed serve there by number 4. So it's going to stay here. Again, 1 point deficit. 8-9 is your score in favor of the Lady Tigers.
And the Lady Greyhounds are going to deploy the secret weapon a little earlier here in game 2. Mela Bangs into the game for Kaiser. Emma Huber across. And third hit is over for Ipswich. Stecker gets it to Cronin. Ipswich third hit, and it just landed in. Boy, I'm with Emma Huber on that one. Coming off the hand, I could have swore that one was going to be long, but it did just land right on the line. Good call by Isabella Sotner back there, one of our line judges.
Yeah, I don't blame her at all either. Where you're standing on the court, maybe sometimes you lose about where you're at, but I would have felt like that was going long as well.
And while we have a minute, thank you to our line judges, our volunteers. We have Marissa Stecker and Maya Knipling on the net, and then Isabella Sotner, Sierra Obler as our line judges. So thank you to you ladies for refereeing for us tonight.
Absolutely, it's a job I definitely don't want to do, but they do a great job. So
Marissa has all kinds of hand signals over there that I don't understand, but I just look to see which direction she points.
Even if she's wrong.
She's always right.
Just do it with confidence.
Kia Cronin to serve for the Lady Greyhounds. Set here left side. It's a cross. Dug by Mela Bangs. Stecker, third time over, has to come from Huber, and she can't quite get enough on it. So that'll be a point to the Lady Tigers. We also have Delaney Kaup into the game for the first time tonight. So good to see Delaney out there. She's a sixth grader, sorry. Nope, yeah, fifth grader. That was right the first time.
This is good exposure for them at this age. I mean, I can't imagine when they're getting up there in age a little bit. A lot of this fundamental stuff they'll probably have down really well, and playing together this long, getting that experience. I'm excited to see what the future holds for these girls.
Second ace of the game for Ipswich. They open up a 12-9 lead. Kind of a critical point here for Lady Greyhounds. See if they can close the gap, get the serve back.
33 set back to serve for the Tigers. Dug by Cronin. Hit by Stecker. Emma sends it across. The 30 will dig it. 4 to set. 11 sends it over, and nobody's at home there for the Greyhounds, and unfortunately that's going to be a kill for the Tigers.
Yeah, 13-9, 4-point lead.
Yeah, this is a crucial point here for the Greyhounds now. I don't want to fall too far behind.
Oh. But you could see Bryn Huber was tracking that one, and she really thought about playing it for the longest time and then let it go, and Mela got a hand to it, but Bangs just couldn't quite get it back up in the air.
33 back to serve. She hits a deep one. Cronin's going to save it, though, however, with the dig, I should say. And it's going to be off of Mela Bangs there, and a point for the Tigers now.
Well, yeah, that's another one off the hand. I thought that one was carrying way long, and it might have been, but it was probably too close to take if you're Cronin, so probably did the right thing in playing that one. So 15-9 in favor of the Lady Tigers.
33 set to serve here now after a couple of aces. Mela Banks digs it to Emma keeps it alive, but Cronin's going to hit it into the rafters and back down, so that's going to be another point here for the Tigers.
Dreaded rafter ball. And I think that was third hit, so it wouldn't have mattered, but
I think you're right. 9-16 your score in favor of the Lady Tigers.
Tanae Kaiser back in, as well as Raina Schwartz. And it'll be Mela Bangs and Delaney Kaup to come off.
I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming there's a 5-point rule where if the one team scores 5 straight points, I think it actually goes to the other team for the serve, I think.
I think you're right. I did notice that right away because Ipswich ran out to a 5-0 lead. There's an ace for Raina Schwartz.
Great job by Raina Schwartz there.
That's her first of the night.
That's what they needed here, a quick point. That was perfect.
And Raina's done a nice job on the serve tonight. Oh, man. Announcer's jinx.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Sorry, Raina.
I tell you what. No, just
I could have just said nothing.
Oh, great job.
But no, she has been consistent tonight. So just uncharacteristic for what we've seen so far. 17-10 your lead in favor of Ipswich.
Number 6 for the Lady Tigers. Serving it across. Off the hand of Bryn. Raina keeps it alive, and Cronin's able to send it over and get the kill for the Greyhounds.
That's her second of the match tonight.
Great job by Raina keeping that one alive.
Yeah, she's had a good match tonight.
She has.
We haven't had a chance to see Raina play a ton this year, but she's played well. It'll be Stecker to serve. Aubrey's got a couple aces already. And that's going to be an ace for Aubrey. That's her third.
Yeah, picking back up right where she left off. Another ace for Stecker. She's been absolutely consistent from the serving line.
Yeah, put it in the perfect spot. This one's dug by Ipswich. Number 3 gets it across. Back row to Stecker. Emma's going to set it for Cronin from the back row. No, just can't quite get it over. It's going to be 4 hits. It'll be a point back to the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, great play design there, Kia. Just not able to get enough air underneath of it, unfortunately.
Well, it was a little bit. I don't know if the intention was to set Bryn Huber in the front row and it just drifted on, or if that was for Cronin. But yeah, she had a chance to step in and hit it. Just couldn't quite get over the net.
Number 9 getting ready to serve. She sends it across. Cronin with the dig. Bryn saves it. I can't tell.
No, it hit the stick, whatever that stick thing is called.
Yeah,
Jordan.
yeah. We'll call I didn't know if there was a certain side of the stick maybe that.
Yeah, you can't hit that stick, Jordan.
Well, shoot. I guess point for the Tigers. Number 9 on the serve here. Stecker with the dig. Emma Huber keeps it alive. Cronin's going to send it over. 23 with the set. 3 sends it across. Stecker's going to dig it. Bryn had a great hit on that one. Send it across. 6 keeps it alive, and it's going to be off the hands of today. I don't think she was even ready for them to serve that. I certainly wasn't.
But yeah, that number 6 row just almost on a tee right in front of her, just slapped it across, and it scores the point.
I didn't think there was a chance that you could get enough air underneath it that close. Number 9 with the serve. Cronin digs it. Emma off her hands, and Raina tries to save it, but she's unable to. Little mishap there by Emma. A little off the hands, but...
Yeah, we haven't seen too many mishits, and we're going to get a timeout on the court, so we'll take a quick one with them and be back right after this.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
Welcome back to Hoven. Mike Hobart alongside Jordan Heimiller. We're in the second game of our middle school match tonight. Lady Greyhound volleyball, and first game did go to Ipswich, 25-23, and the Lady Greyhounds find themselves behind by 8 here in game 2, so some work to do to try to even this one out.
Yeah, great call there by Coach Chantel Stecker to rally her troops, try and get some momentum going here, realizing the score 13-21. Tigers set to serve now, number 9. Cronin digs it. Raina keeps it alive, and Stecker's going to send it across.
Just wide.
But it is going to be out, unfortunately. Yep. 13-22 is your score. Still in favor of the Lady Tigers. Number 9 back to the serving line. Raina with the dig. Bryn unable to keep it alive there, fell just a little bit short. Had to get just a little bit more air under it that time.
Yeah, and they're getting that second and third hit just about every time. Again, very few aces. I just have 2 on the book here for the second game for Ipswich. But just, not quite scoring on that third hit at this point. Ooh, watch out. Third hit is over. Emma Huber gets it across for Hoven on the first touch. Third hit here, left side for Ipswich, dug by Kaiser. She's going to send it over. And right through the hands, right off the nose, and that's going to be a point back to Lady Greyhounds, 23-14. Bryn Huber set to serve.
She was even like, whoops.
Kind of caught her by surprise.
Yeah.
Back row dug there, and that's going to be quick set backwards, and number 3 not ready for it, so 2 straight points here for Lady Greyhounds, 23-15.
Just making sure those plays get put into play here. No easy points.
Bryn Huber gets it across. Ipswich sets left side, ball's over. And almost dug by Bryn, but off the side of her hand. That's going to bring up game point now for Lady Tigers, 24-15.
Yeah, I haven't kept any stats really, but number 23 seems like she's getting quite a few kills. She's pretty consistent with hitting it over the net there from the front row.
So big serve here for Lady Tigers.
14 sends it across. Stecker tries to dig it, but it's going to be off her hands and into the back mat, unfortunately. So the Tigers will win this one, game 2, and will win the match. 15-25, your score in favor of the Lady Tigers. And the Greyhounds will unfortunately take the loss here, but I seen some really great things. They played really well together, seen some great plays. A really young bunch. So hopefully they can kind of build on this and continue to get better.
Yeah, just some unofficial stats. I did have 3 aces in that second game for Ipswich as a team. For Hoven for the match, I had aces, 1 for Kia Cronin, 3 for Aubrey Stecker, 1 for Raina Schwartz. Kills, just a few, 1 for Bryn Huber, 1 for Kia Cronin, 1 for Emma Huber. And again, that's just unofficial. My chicken scratches in front of me, so I apologize if I'm missing anything there. But yeah, just based on the eye test, that was good to see. Last week to this week, I know down in Highmore they struggled, especially in the first game. And even though the score got away from them some in the second game, they were competitive on just about every single point. Just couldn't quite make as many plays as the Lady Tigers did. So really good progress for Coach Stecker's bunch, and we look forward to seeing them again here in the next couple weeks as they wrap up their season. So with that, we're going to get ready for our JV game tonight. We'll head down, get some starting lineups for you. We've got about 15 minutes in between games, and so we'll hear from our sponsors. We do have our updated sponsors here too this evening. So the ones that Live Ticket was able to get to last week, and I don't know for sure if that's all of them. I know that we do have new ones. I just don't know if that's the entire list just yet. So if you are a sponsor and yours isn't on here just yet, I'm sure those will be on in the near future. But thank you to Troy and the group at Live Ticket for getting those set up for us. So with that, we'll hear from our sponsors and be back ready to get you set up here for game number 2 in just a little bit.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota-owned, family-owned, Bowie Foods.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Best of luck in today's competition to the Potter County Battlers from Black Sheep Agronomy, your local agronomy experts. Black Sheep Agronomy wants you to have a successful farm plan and is focused on products and practices that work in this region. As community members themselves, Tyler, Tice, and Austin support area students who work hard in their school and extracurricular activities. Good luck, Battlers from Black Sheep Agronomy. Call 842-6104 for all your agronomy needs.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Most people don't think about their furnace until it's not working, but we do. At Pipe Service Experts, we are trained to see what others miss. Airflow restrictions, pressure imbalances, heat exchanger flaws. That's how we catch little issues before they become cold nights and costly repairs. Because keeping your home warm takes more than just a toolbox. Our certified technicians will get your system running at peak condition. Call Pipe Service Experts for our special $99 precision tune-up today. Call 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
We're clearing space and cutting prices on quality used equipment at C&B. Now's your chance to inspected field-ready John Deere tractors, combines, and more for an unbeatable price. Thousands of units across the Midwest. Your next machine just might be waiting for you. But hurry, the inventory won't last long at these prices. Come see us today at C&B, your local John Deere dealer, or visit DEERequipment.com to view our full selection. C&B, your local South Dakota John Deere dealers.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Hi, this is Kay from Plains Commerce Bank. In Hoven, sports bring us together from the opening whistle to the final play. That's why we're proud to support the Hoven Greyhounds. For us, banking has never been just about numbers. It's about people, your families, your goals, and your hometown. We're rooted in relationships because that's how we believe banking should be. We're honored to be part of the Greyhound tradition. Plains Commerce Bank, where relationships matter. Member FDIC.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie Foods.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Best of luck in today's competition to the Potter County Battlers from Black Sheep Agronomy, your local agronomy experts. Black Sheep Agronomy wants you to have a successful farm plan and is focused on products and practices that work in this region. As community members themselves, Tyler, Tice, and Austin support area students who work hard in their school and extracurricular activities. Good luck, Battlers from Black Sheep Agronomy. Call 842-6104 for all your agronomy needs.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
And welcome back to Hoven here in the Purple Palace. We're getting set for JV volleyball action between the Hoven Lady Greyhounds and the visiting Ipswich Lady Tigers. And again, first time in action this weekend, and actually first time in action in a week for the Lady Greyhounds. They were last in action down in Highmore last week, where this team, the JV team, won that match in 2 straight games and pretty convincing. So it was good to see the girls have some success down there. That's their 3rd win of the season. And so they've really been pretty competitive for most of their games. You know, any of those teams that aren't named, you know, Warner or Northwestern. Right. And so really good to see the ladies playing well. So just to recap for our first game tonight, the middle school game, 2 games did both go to Ipswich, but the young middle school Lady Greyhounds played well, especially that first game, lost by just 2 points, 25-23. Actually had the serve at 24-23, and a service error led to the game-winning point for Ipswich. The second one, not quite as close, 25-15 your score, but as we mentioned, every point contested, very few aces for Ipswich, just not able to score off the volley as often as the Lady Tigers. So, but from the first time we've seen the middle school team this year until now, really good progress for those young ladies.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought they had some remarkable plays, kept some volleys going for quite a while, back and forth. It was good to see out of that young group for sure. They've come quite a long ways, and I think they got a lot to build off of.
Well, let's get you set for our second game tonight, the junior varsity matchup, and we'll start with the starting lineups for the Lady Tigers. Jordan, you got those for us?
I do. I'm going to do the best I can here to say these last names correctly, so bear with me if I do say any of these wrong. We got number 0, Emery Braun. We got number 22, Janae Giese. Oh, excuse me, 1 second here. 1 second here.
Yep, so we got announce starting lineups here. So we got a couple of those middle school girls that are going to come up and play. And so one of them I know for sure is starting in Braun. And then Giese, I think, is going to come up and play too. And again, just apologies for the first game. We didn't have numbers for the middle school girls, so we weren't quite sure what to announce for those. So again, apologies to the Ipswich girls or the Ipswich folks watching if we weren't able to announce the names for your players. So we should have those here for game 2 for us. So. And so a couple of those middle school schoolers playing up here, and then anything from freshmen up through. Actually, I don't know. I know there's some juniors on the roster for the middle school, or excuse me, for the JV team, but I don't know that there's any of them starting. It doesn't look like. So some variety here in the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers. So.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I literally my daughter was sitting next to us here, and she was actually choking on her nachos, so I had to take care of that for a second. But she's good. She's doing good now. Scared me for a minute there, but so sorry about that interruption.
Nice work, Jordan.
Jeez, scared me for a second.
So and I didn't go through the rest of the group there. So we did get Emery Braun, the 8th grader, number 0. You do have a 5'5" sophomore, number 3, Amy Lang. 5'2" sophomore, number 8, Kira Gilhouse. Number 9, you have a 5'8" freshman, that's Darcy Yost. Number 14, 5'9" freshman, Ellie Mielek. And then a 5'5" sophomore, number 15, Brentley Holt. And a 5'5" sophomore, number 17, Allie Johnson. And I know it says the head coach, Trent Osborne. I don't think Trent's here tonight. So I think our 2 coaches are Laura Oxner and Doug Duncan are our 2 coaches here tonight for the Lady Tigers. For the Hoven Lady Greyhounds, coached by Wendy Roush, we do not have a libero tonight, as I was talking to Coach Roush, and Addison Grease is going to try tonight as an outside hitter, first time doing that, so good luck to Addison. Again, she's our athlete of the week this week. And so starting along with Addison. Addison is a 5'4 junior, number 8. In addition to her, we have number 3, Danica Kaup. She's a 5'6 senior. 5'5 freshman, number 4, Ava Grease. Jordan Kaiser, she's a 5'5 junior, number 5. Bryn Huber, the 7th grader, she's 5'7", wearing number 7. And Kia Cronin, number 11, she's going to be our last starter tonight, 5'7", 7th grader. And again, the Lady Greyhounds, coached by Wendy Roush, assisted by Chantel Stecker and Maya Knippling tonight. Okay, we're just about 4 minutes away. Just some announcements here on some things that are coming up for Greyhound sports. Actually, recap a couple things from the weekend. The young Greyhounds, the youth football team, finished up their season at a triangular up in Eureka, winning both games, one against Leola Frederick, one against North Central, in pretty convincing fashion. So really nice finish to the season for those boys. The cross-country team was in Highmore this last weekend, and running JV for Alex Luter, another personal best for him. And I forget what place was he, 13th? Yeah, 13th place for Alex, and then Danica, second place in JV. And again, they're gearing up for the conference meet coming up here in just a couple of days. On Wednesday, we will have that coming up, and that's going to be down in Gettysburg for the runners. And that, I want to say that starts at 1 o'clock. I don't have a time written here, but I think that's a 1 o'clock start down in Gettysburg, so fairly close to home. So for any of you folks that are looking to go in and cheer on the Greyhound runners this week, Wednesday for the conference meet, that is going to be in Gettysburg. Jordan, what's football got going on this week?
Yeah, so this Friday taking on the Crusaders, I believe, correct?
Yep, Sunshine Bible coming to town.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that out at Norm Stetham Field. 6:30 start time on that as well.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
So we'll probably be on about 6:45 or so. We'll come on with some pregame, but 7 o'clock start for that one.
Perfect. Yeah, and also band this week. We got Friday in Groton. They are stepping off at 11:06. The marching band for the Lake Region Festival. So if you have a chance, you want to go watch the marching band Greyhounds there, they'd love to see you. They put on a great performance. And speaking of that performance, they just went and competed here last week at the Aberdeen Marching Festival, and they were able to get 3rd out of 15 marching bands. So kudos to the band director, Liz Bangs, and the band members. We're really proud of you guys, always doing a great job representing the school well. And they'd love to see you this Friday.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful morning over in Groton, and if you've never attended an event like that, it is really a lot of fun to see marching bands from all over the state, especially our region. So a lot of towns and schools from our area are going to be competing there, and all those schools do such a good job. Band after band to see those kids marching by, and you get the uniforms, and they kind of have their choreography in there too, their little routines that they do while they're marching. It's just really a neat thing to see. So if you are available, and that is a little bit of a drive for us here to head over to Groton Friday morning, but if you've never seen an event like that, this is the last event of the season for the marching band before they get set for the winter. And so one more chance to compete, and certainly for the seniors, we do have quite a few seniors in the group. Actually, the entire senior class is in either marching band or flags. Wow. All 5 of them: Xavier Hobart, Raquel Mitzel-Kaup, Danica Kaup, Gabby Collins, Maya Johnson, are all participating there. So it'll be their last event as part of the Hoven Marching Greyhounds. And we're just about set for action. You're about 30 seconds away from starting lineup, so getting close to our featured match of the night, this JV match between the Lady Greyhounds and the Ipswich Tigers.
Yeah, Mike, really looking forward to watching this one here. We haven't gotten to watch them play at home here in a while, but last time we did, they played really well against Sunshine Bible, so looking to see how they can kind of keep that going, capitalize on some of that, a little bit more experience, and I'm expecting some really good play by the Greyhounds tonight.
All right, we'll jump over to PA, get some starting lineups, and get you set for our second game tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hoven visiting Ipswich Lady Tigers. And your Hoven Lady Greyhounds. Starting lineups tonight, first for the Lady Tigers. We have 8-hitter number 0, Emery Braun. 5'5" sophomore number 3, Amy Lang. 5'2" sophomore number 8, Kara Gellhaus. 5'8" freshman number 9, Darcy Yost. 5'9" freshman number 14, Ellie Nealing. 5'5" sophomore number 15, Brettley Holt. And a 5'5" sophomore number 17, Allie Johnson. The Lady Tigers are coached this evening by Doug Duncan and Laura Oxner. Superintendent is Trent Osborne, the principal and he is also the athletic director. And now the starting lineups for your Lady Greyhounds. A 5'6" senior number 3, Danica Cow. 5'5" freshman number 4, Ava Garice. 5'5" junior number 5, Jordan Kaiser. 5'7" seventh grader number 7, Ren Huber. 5'4" junior number 8, Addison Grease. 5'7" seventh grader number 11, Kia Cronin. Your Lady Greyhounds are coached by Wendy Rouse, assisted by Chantel Stecker and Maya Knickling. Superintendent principal is April Hobarts, and the athletic director is Joni Obler. Your officials tonight are Maya Knickling and Marissa Stecker. Line judges are Sierra Obler and Isabella Souter. All spectators, players, and coaches, no matter what their personal feelings or loyalties, should display respect for them. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise and remove your caps as we pay honor to America with the playing of the national anthem. This evening will be performed by Wyatt Huber on his tenor saxophone. The proper respect is to stand at attention and place your right hand over your heart. Veterans and out-of-uniform military personnel may salute the flag.
Nice job by Wyatt Huber on our national anthem this evening on the tenor sax. And with that, we are set for volleyball here in our JV matchup tonight. The Hoven Greyhounds, the Ipswich Tigers should be a good one.
Yeah, great job there. The saxophone Star Spangled Banner. It sounded great. Wonderful job, Wyatt Huber.
And it's going to be Addison Grease to start on the serve for the Lady We'll try to pick up the Ipswich Tiger numbers for you. Good serve, Grease. That's Gelhaus. And kill over the middle. That's number 14, Ellie Neelick, with her first kill. And boy, that had something on it.
That had some speed on that thing. Holy smokes.
Neelick, a 5'9" freshman for the Tigers.
Number 10, Sophie Niddle, is going to come in now to serve for the Tigers. She sends it across. Oh, the Grease sisters couldn't decide which one to take it. That's going to be a kill there now for Sophie Niddle, the 8th grader. Niddle back to serve. Left-handed serve. Ava with the dig. Grease keeps it alive. Cronin sends it over. It's going to be Allie Johnson with the dig. Danica sends it across. Johnson again with the serve. And number 14, Ellie Nellick, is going to send that too far out of bounds there, but it's going to be a point for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, Jordan Kaiser set to serve for Hoven. And gets on top of that one, and that's going to be an early service error, so ball right back to Lady Tigers.
Yeah, hopefully just getting those jitters out, starting the game here.
And it has been a pretty long, it's been a week, so it's been a significant layoff for the Lady Greyhounds.
Neelick on the serve, Grease with the dig. Cronin sends it across, but Gelhaus is ready. Oh, great dig by Lang, and it's going to be sent across now. Jordan Kaiser with the dig, and Bryn Huber not able to corral it, and so it's going to be a point there for the Tigers. I believe that's number 15, Brentley Holt, on the kill.
Yeah, ball just kind of drifted on Bryn a little bit. She thought she had it covered and just couldn't quite get to it.
Neelick on the serve. Dug by Addison. Danica's going to try and quick send it over, but it goes into the net, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, quick start for the Lady Tigers, and kind of an ambitious play there for Danica, trying to flip it backwards on the second touch and not able to get it across.
Neelick again on the serve. Grease with the dig. Danica sets it. Jordan Kaiser going to send it over to Neelick. That's going to be hit by Gelhaus and sent across, and it's off of the hands. I didn't see who that was off of there.
Ava Grease got the touch, and I think that was Lang on the kill, if I
believe so,
saw that
yeah,
correctly. So quick start for Ipswich. Timeout for Coach Roush. We'll take a break. Be back right after this.
People don't think about their furnace until it's not working, but we do. At Pite Service Experts, we are trained to see what others miss. Airflow restrictions, pressure imbalances, heat exchanger flaws. That's how we catch little issues before they become cold nights and costly repairs. Because keeping your home warm takes more than just a toolbox. Our certified technicians will get your system running at peak condition. Call Pite Service Experts for our special $99 precision tune-up today. Call 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get...
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
And welcome back to Hoven. We are the first game of our JV match. Quick start for Lady Tigers, 6-1 lead over Hoven.
Yeah, a little uphill battle here for the Greyhounds, down by 5. Let's see if they can kill the momentum here by Neelick. She'll serve. Dug by Addison. It's going to be a long stretch for Ava, and she does get it. Jordan tries to send over.
Oh, my.
Misses it by a couple of inches, way from the back corner.
Jordan was closer to the concession stand than she was the net, but boy, she just about got that over. Nice play, good effort for Jordan Kaiser.
Neelick set to serve here again. Grease with the dig. Danica sets it for Jordan Kaiser. She'll send it across, but it's going to be long and almost into the stage. So Neelick will be to the serving line again. Point for the Tigers.
Boy, Neelick really off to an impressive start, both from the serving line and as a kill already.
Oh, Ava kind of jumped in front of her sister Addison there, and she's not able to save it. Tried to, but a little miscommunication there by the Grease sisters.
Well, yeah, 9-1 score already. Really important here for Lady Greyhounds to break the serve.
Neelick again on the serving line. She'll send it across. Cronin with the dig. Danica quick sets it over, but it's going to be Gelhaus with it. And sent across now. Jordan Kaiser with the set. Danica sent it over quick. Number 10, Niddle with the dig on that one. Oh, Lang sends it over, and Jordan Kaiser tries to dig it out, but she can't, unfortunately. So now here we are again, 9-point difference here in favor of the Lady Tigers, 10-1.
Yeah, Brandon able to get underneath that one, just not enough air for anybody else to get to it.
Yeah, Greyhounds really needing to kill that momentum here. Dug by Cronin. Kaiser sends it back across to Danica. Danica can't quite get over, so that's into the net. Point for the Lady Tigers.
Coach Roush, some words of encouragement from the sideline here.
Here we go again with Nealik on the serving line for the Tigers. Dug by Jordan Kaiser. Hit across by Kaiser. Set by Gelhaus. It's going to be sent across by Yost. Danica sends it over. It looks like it's going to be long and out of bounds. So Nealik will stay on the serving line. Sent across by Nealik. Addison digs it. Danica with the set. Cronin goes up to get it for the kill, and she wasn't able to. Number 10, Niddle saves it. Sent across there now by Amy Lang.
That's the second kill of this first game for Lang.
And again, Nealik on the serving line.
13-1 your score now in favor of Ipswich.
Cronin on the dig, and nobody's there, but Danica makes a great effort. Addison able to send it across now. Dug by Lang, set by Gilhouse. Lang sends it across, and it's going to be off of Cronin and then off of Bryn Huber, and they're not able to corral it. So 14-1 your score, and the Tigers are going to, the Greyhounds are going to take a timeout here.
Yeah, we'll take a break with them. Be back right after this.
Get too much to bear. Finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
We're clearing space and cutting prices on quality used equipment at C&B. Now's your chance to grab inspected, field-ready John Deere tractors, combines, and more for an unbeatable price. Thousands of units across the Midwest. Your next machine just might be waiting for you, but hurry.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1880.
And we're back here. Nealik on the serve. And the Greyhounds aren't going to be able to corral that one, so kind of picking up where we left off here with Nealik just continuously being consistent from the serving line here, and she'll set to serve again, 15-1 your score. Dug by Jordan Kaiser, kept alive by Grease. Danica sends it over. Set by Gelhaus, sent across by Lang, but Grease is going to corral it. Danica sends it over now. Nealik with the dig. Sends it back to the far corner, and Danica's going to get the kill. A well-needed point for the Greyhounds.
Boy, yeah, they needed that to break that serve. That's the first kill of the night for Danica. Makes the score 15-2. And boy, long service there for the freshman, Ellie Nealik.
Wow, she really did good there.
Bethany Schwingler into the game. She's going to take serve here for Lady Greyhounds. Chip away at this lead. Serve is over. That's going to be Gilhouse in the front row, knocked over, and that's going to be a kill. That's Amy Lang. That's her third of the match already.
Yeah.
And the serve right back to Lady Tigers.
She's got a really good serve there from that front row of left corner. Sends a little speed on it. She usually finds the open spot there. Great job by Lang.
Number 22, Janae Giese, 8th grader into the game for the first time. As well as number 4, that's Brooke Larson for the Tigers. It's going to be Larson to serve, looks like.
Dug by Addison. She goes to the full court to get it. Dug by, I couldn't see the number there. 5 there, Jordan Kaiser. She's able to save it. Cronin sends it across. Johnson with the dig. Lang will send it across. Grease with the dig. Danica going for the kill here, but Johnson's ready. Served over to Lang. She's going to send it off the back wall. Plenty of speed, just not the accuracy.
Well, yeah, and she was as surprised as anybody. Hand over her mouth. She was
home run ball.
Boy, yeah, she got all that one. 16-3 your score. It's going to be Danica Kaup to serve for the Greyhounds. Serve is over. Played in the back row by Johnson. Larson sets there. Good strike for Lang, but dug by Schwingler, and that's going to stay on the wrong side of the net for the Greyhounds. That's going to be a point back for Ipswich.
Yeah, again, Lang with the strong hit there. Bethany really didn't do much. She just sent off the hands there. Tough to handle. Lang will send it over now, and it's going to be out. So that'll be a point for the Greyhounds here and gets the Ipswich Tigers quickly off the serving line.
Yeah, Hoven's going to take it.
Absolutely.
And we're going to have number 12, Olivia Cadleck, onto the court for the first time for the Lady Tigers. And the 7th grader Kia Cronin to serve for Hoven.
It's going to be dug by Emery.
Row, yeah, I can't see the number there. Number 9, that's Yost. Dug by Hoven. Here's Kaiser, has to get it across. Johnson. And this one's dug by Kalp. Schwingler. It's going to get into the net, and they're not going to be able to play it. Little bit better there for Hoven. Just not able to return serve consistently or to score consistently off the volley.
Yeah, I think they just need to try and kind of get out of this game with some positive points here, some good volleys, some good strikes, and kind of go back into the next game fired up a little bit more and with those first game jitters out of the way. And it's going to be off the net again. Bethany hits it into the net. Unfortunately, Jordan Kaiser not able to keep it alive.
It's going to be a kill for the 8th grader, number 0, Emery Braun.
That'll bring up Allie Johnson, the sophomore, number 17 for the Tigers on the serve. Cronin with the dig. Danica sets it. Jordan retreats and able to hit it across still. Sent across by Neelick. Oh, Cronin sends it. Oh, wow. Pinball.
Some pinball, yeah.
Emery with the hit across, and it is going to fall in that sweet spot we were talking about there. Great job by number 0, Braun.
Yeah, quick reflexes for the Lady Greyhounds, but the point still goes to Ipswich. 2 straight kills for the 8th grader, Braun.
Johnson with the serve. Bethany with the dig. Danica serves it over Jordan Kaiser. She'll send it, and she does. She gets the kill. Great job by Jordan Kaiser getting up over that net, sending a good spike.
Yeah, first kill of the match here for Kaiser. Second of the game for the Lady Greyhounds. Ava Grease will take over the serve. 20-5 your score in favor of the Lady Tigers. Grease's serve is over. That's going to be an ace for Ava.
Going to fall just in front of Olivia Cadlick there.
Yeah, first ace of the match for the Lady Greyhounds. Good time for it. Ava Grease to serve again. Back row is Braun. Larson sets for Braun, and she hit the stick, Jordan.
Yep, that darn stick.
Yep, so that is going to be another point for Hoven, and that brings us. And I think you're right. I mean, with the score like this, you're just taking a point at a time. You're going to chip away as much as you can and try to carry some momentum into the second game, and we see a service error here. That'll be a point to Ipswich, but it's a best of 3, and no matter what the score is, each one only counts as one. So try to carry some momentum here into the remainder of the match after just a really slow start for Hoven tonight, trying to get on the right track.
Gilhouse back to serve here. Ava Grease with the dig. Oh, and I think we got somebody in the net for the Tigers, so actually the Greyhounds are going to get a point on that one.
I think she crossed the line.
Okay.
So I think that's a violation on the serve.
Into the net's always my go-to on those ones.
I don't blame it. Usually is for me too. But I think that one was on the serve. So Grease is going to serve. Addison. Back row Johnson. Front row is to Gelhaus. Left side, and that is going to be number 15 Brentley Holt, but puts it into the net, so that's going to be a point back for Hoven. 21-9 your score. Addison Grease to serve again. Back row is Johnson. Gelhaus. Right side, that's Braun. Here's Kaiser. Danica Kaup is going to set it back to Kaiser. Back row Johnson. Gelhaus. And that's Neelick. Dug by Cronin this time. Gelhaus back to Neelick again. And almost dug by Danica Kaup, but just couldn't keep it out of the net. So better volley that time for Hoven, but still not able to get the point.
Can't believe Neelick was able to get that one over. She had to really reach back for it.
Yeah, she's long arms, long legs for Neelick. She reaches a lot of them there up in the front row.
Going to bring up the 8th grader now, Sophie Niddle for the Tigers on the serve. Dug by Danica. Jordan Kaiser with the set. Back to Ava Grease. She sends it across. Dug by Gelhaus. Johnson. And Lang can't handle it. It's into the net by Johnson there, so Greyhounds will keep it.
Yeah, Johnson's set just carried a little bit too far, got into the net. So Jordan Kaiser looked to capitalize, serve for the Lady Greyhounds. Johnson, Gelhaus, that's going to carry long, and Neelick, and we haven't seen her make too many mistakes in this first game, but makes one there, and that's going to be a point for Hoven.
Seeing a little more consistency now.
Kaiser serves Johnson, Gelhaus, and is going to set Lang this time, and she's going to get the kill. That's 4 kills already here in this first game for Amy Lang, the 5'5" sophomore.
She's got a cannon over there from that left corner in the front row.
You know, and Neelick you can kind of see. I mean, she's tall, long. For Lang, she's just 5'5", but really does a nice job.
Neelick on the serve. Addison Grease with a nice dig. Jordan Kaiser's going to send it over now, and it's going to be Niddle that digs it. Gelhaus sends it over. Cronin sends it over. Gelhaus sets it for Lang. Lang sends it. Jordan Kaiser with a nice dig. Addison's going to bring it back in, and it's going to be mishandled by Bryn Huber off the hands. They're trying to send it back over for the third hit.
Yeah, and Bryn, just a 7th grader, a little nervous out there, I think, especially in between ball. I think you're going to defer to an upperclassman most of the time. Danica Kaup is breaking for it too, and fell in between.
Oh, yeah, Addison letting it go by there. Unfortunately, it does hit the line, but I don't blame her. That was a good ball. That's actually going to be game point now for the Tigers. Neelick on the serving line for most of that one. Your score is going to be 25-11 on the first game here.
And so we'll have a break in between games. We'll take a break for a couple ads and be back right after this for game 2.
The inventory won't last long at these prices. Come see us today at C&B, your local John Deere dealer, or visit DEERequipment.com to view our full selection. C&B, your local South Dakota John Deere dealers.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Hi, this is Kay from Plains Commerce Bank. In Hoven, sports bring us together from the opening whistle to the final play. That's why we're proud to support the Hoven Greyhounds. For us, banking has never been just about numbers. It's about people, your families, your goals, and your hometown. We're rooted in relationships because that's how we believe banking should be. We're honored to be part of the Greyhound tradition. Plains Commerce Bank, where relationships matter. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
And welcome back to Hoven. Mike Hobert alongside Jordan Heimiller from the Purple Palace here in Hoven, South Dakota. We're set for game 2 of our JV volleyball match between the Ipswich Lady Tigers and the Hoven Lady Greyhounds. And pretty much all Ipswich really jumped out to a big lead, 15-1 at one point there. And the Lady Tigers go on to win 25-11. So we'll see how the Lady Greyhounds respond here in game 2.
Yeah, they really need to clean up some of those errors they had here. A little communication error here and there. The Tigers playing too consistent, honestly, from the serving line to be given those easy scores. So we need to kind of button those up and be talking out there and trying to clean some of them up.
Looks like the 5'2" sophomore Gelhaus is going to get us started here in game 2.
Cronin and Grease with the dig. And it's going to be sent to the net there by Emery Braun. So the Greyhounds starting off with the lead here. First lead of the night.
Yeah, and I know that kind of seems like but that's actually the first lead we've seen for Lady Greyhounds in either match tonight. So good to get off to a good start. See if Addison Grease can build on that. Her serve is over. Johnson plays in the back row. Gelhaus. And that's Braun, the 8th grader. Good spot for it, and that's going to be another kill. And actually, Braun has 3 kills for the 8th grader. She's been pretty precise on the offensive attack and scoring points for her team, and that makes the score 1-1.
Yeah, and actually Emery Brown's going to sub out now for Niddle, who's going to go straight to the serving line. Dug by Danica. Set by Kaiser. Danica coming for the kill, and it's going to be blocked by the Tigers. Great job by number 15, Brentley Holt, on that one. And I believe Ellie Nellick was also involved in that.
Yeah, good strike for Danica. Just couldn't quite put it across. Niddle, that left-handed serve. We're seeing a few times tonight.
Sophie Niddle back to serve. Danica digs it. Jordan Kaiser sends it up. Danica's going to send it back across, and it will fall out of the reach of Johnson. So point for the Lady Greyhounds.
Second kill on the night for Danica. And good to get that serve back. That's where we saw the first game get away from the Lady Greyhounds. Here's Kaiser to serve. And that's Lang. Gelhaus to Neelick.
Oh, wow.
Back row, nice dig for Addison Grease. Kaiser's going to set Danica Kaup. Right side, that's number 10, that's Niddle. Here's Lang again, and Danica gets it back across. Gelhaus, back row, Ava Grease. Nobody home, now we cover it, and that's going to be Cronin to put it over. Gelhaus in the middle again, she puts it over herself this time. Back row, Johnson. Gelhaus is going to set, Lang, Neelick in the middle. Danica Kaup, nice save by Kaiser, back to Danica. Gelhaus again, first time over. Danica, nice spot in the back corner. That's going to be, she has that nice little flick to the back corner. She's scored a few times with that. That's 3 kills now for Danica. Yeah. And a 3-2 lead for the Lady Greyhounds.
She could see that opening right away. You could see that's where she wanted to go with the ball.
Yeah, Niddle just a little bit out of position there, I think, trying to pursue the previous ball. Kaiser serves it back row, Niddle. Gelhaus, and this is going to be Lang, dug by Grease. Brent Huber back to, that's going to be Kaiser to put it over. Johnson. Gelhaus hits this one for Neelick, and that's going to be a kill for Neelick off the hands of Jordan Kaiser. And that's just the second kill I have for Neelick, but she's done a lot of damage from the serving line.
Yeah, back row doing a great job getting some of these tougher digs. Addison, she's doing a great job with some of those. Johnson back to serve now for the Lady Tigers. 3-3. Danica sends it over, and she will get the kill on that one. Great job by Danica.
I think there was some confusion as to whether that one hit the ground or not, and I'm not sure if there was a whistle from one of the officials originally or not, and then decided that was a kill. And I think that was that Danica again?
Yeah, yep.
So that's 4 kills now for Danica, so she's doing a good job scoring for her team, especially here in the second game.
Bethany Swingler subbing in for Bryn Huber.
And we're going to get a conversation at the scorer's table.
And we got 2 thumbs up, so if anybody knows what that means.
I don't think there's a jump ball in volleyball, but I'm assuming it's kind of the equivalent. I think they're just going to say no point on that one because they've taken it off the board for the Lady Greyhounds. So the serve will go back to Ipswich.
Sure. Yeah, Niddle kind of pleading her case there that she got underneath that ball and nobody able to completely tell, so they're just going to make that a wash. Johnson with the dig. Gelhaus serves it up. And Jordan Kaiser going to dig it. Cronin sending it over now. Lang will dig. Gelhaus to Lang. Jordan Kaiser with a quick dig. Oh, it's going to be off the hand of Ava Grease trying to send it back across.
Yeah, that was. I thought that was 4. I thought I maybe lost count. And kudos to Marissa Stecker on that one too. Our official on the far side. She kind of admitted that she felt she made a mistake on that one, and that's the reason for the decision. So nice job for her.
Yeah, tough job for them guys.
I think that was Niddle. Sorry,
yeah,
I kind of cut into
Johnson.
You there. Was it Johnson?
Yeah,
okay.
Johnson sent it across there.
Serving.
Looked like they just put it right in the hole there in front of Cronin.
First ace of the night for Allie Johnson.
Johnson on the serve again. Cronin with the dig. Danica hustling across to get under it. Jordan Kaiser will send it across. Niddle ends up digging it somehow there. Yost sends it back across. Jordan with a great dig, but just Addison unable to corral that one. So your score is 3-6 in favor of the Ipswich Tigers.
First kill of the night for the 5'8 freshman, number 9, Darcy Yost.
Johnson back to serve. Cronin with the dig. Danica sets it over to Jordan Kaiser, who will send it over, and Johnson's ready for it. Gelhaus puts it up for Lang. Lang sends it way deep. going to be out in favor of the Greyhounds. 4-6 is your score.
Yeah, and we've seen Lang go long a couple times now, so that's something that has to be in the back of your mind a little bit for Lady Greyhounds, is to at least entertain the idea that it might be long. Here's Schwingler to serve. Johnson. Galhouse is going to set up Lang again, and this one, I think that's third hit, or is it not? Nope, it's going to fall in anyway, so another point for the Lady Tigers, and I think that's Lang again on the count. I've got her for 5. Substitution here. It's going to be Giese back in. And then Holt comes out, number 4. That's Brooke Larson back in. We saw her in game number 1 as well.
Larson will serve here, and it's going to be quickly into the net. So that'll work out good for the Greyhounds there. Quick score for them. Brooke Larson making a face over there.
Yeah, she was as surprised as anybody.
Yeah, kind of caught me off guard, made me laugh there.
Danica Kaup to serve. And it is going to be Larson on the front row, and that ball is going to be over. I can't see the number.
I missed it too.
Number 3, that's Lang. She's just on the other side now.
Got busy watching the ball.
And now it's going to be Lang to serve. I don't know if we've seen Lang serve. I don't remember if she served in game 1 or not, but
I think maybe once.
She's got the long ponytail. I can't ever see her number when I'm looking for it.
Yeah, yep. Great dig by Bethany there. Johnson keeping it alive. Yost will send it across. Jordan Kaiser on the dig. Danica sets over to Addison. Addison going for the kill, but Emery Braun will give it. It's off the ceiling, and Addison's going to get the kill.
Yeah, first of the game, and again, Addison getting some run as an outside hitter, not a position that she's played before. Not the libero tonight, so chance to gain some experience and develop the skills there as an outside hitter. It'll be Ava Grease to serve. 8-6 your score, chance for the Greyhounds to regain some momentum. Good serve by Ava, front row. This is going to be Larson. And that's Yost, I believe. Yep, number 9. Yost puts it into the net, so that's going to be a point for Hoven. 8-7 your score.
Yeah, and a tough opponent like the Ipswich Tigers tonight. They've been playing so good, so it's really good to capitalize on some of those easier points now, keeping the serve on our side. We're only down by 2 here, I believe. I think they gave the point to the Tigers.
And
that might be maybe somebody.
I don't know if there's a substitution infraction of some kind.
I'm not sure, but that would be.
The point is to Ipswich.
Yeah, to the Tigers, 9-6 here. Dug by Kaiser. Cronin sends it over, but Nichols is ready.
Yeah, tough play for the front row for Hoven. They kind of over-pursued, then couldn't get back into position. 10-6 your score in favor of Lady Tigers. We've got a timeout on the court. We'll be back right after this.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
Welcome back to Hoven. We are midway game 2 of our junior varsity match tonight. It is the visiting Lady Tigers of Ipswich with a 10-6 lead. They've already taken game 1 tonight, 25-11, so a must-win game here for Hoven.
Yost will serve, and it's into the net. So that's going to be a point for the Greyhounds. Greyhounds really needing that one. Down by 3 here, 7-10, second match of the night.
So it'll be Ava Grease to serve, 10-7. Serve is across, that's Johnson. Front row is Larson, and that's going to be Neelick, and she's going to put that into the net. So point back to Hoven.
Capitalizing on some of the mistakes here by the Ipswich Tigers.
And Neelick and Lang have been pretty good on the attack for Ipswich. Not that time. Here's Braun. Larson back to Braun. And miss hit there by the 8th grader, and that's going to be another point for Lady Greyhounds. They close the gap to 1. Chance to tie here.
Ava doing a great job, staying consistent on the serving line. I shouldn't have said anything.
And Jordan.
Darn it.
I did it in game 1, so.
Guess I'm going to learn from that. Well, great job anyways, Ava.
Broadcaster's jinx. Ball back to Ipswich.
Kira Gilhouse, a sophomore, number 8, going to the serving line now for the Lady Tigers. 11-9 your score in favor of the Tigers. Danica with the dig. Jordan Kaiser sets it back to Ava Grease. She'll send it across. It's going to be Johnson on the nice dig. Gilhouse sends it across. Jordan Kaiser quickly sends it back, and number 12, Olivia Kedlick, was not quite ready for the quick attack there by Jordan Kaiser. Great job.
Yeah, second kill on the night for Kaiser, and again, a 1-point lead for Ipswich. Addison Grease to serve. Back row Johnson. She's done a good job back there. Gallhouse is going to set Neelick. Dug by Ava.
Great job.
Grease. That ball carries all the way over. Here's set this time for Braun. Addison Grease puts it across. Back row Cadleck. Gallhouse, Neelick. Here's Addison Grease. Jordan Kaiser is going to get it to Danica. She gets it across. Gallhouse again. This time Braun, and Braun puts it into the net. So, yeah, I mean, Gallhouse is doing her job in the middle, getting some nice sets there, but not able to put it away. Nice job. Resilient defense that time there for Lady Greyhounds.
Yeah, Braun kind of struggling there now in the left corner. She had a lot of success there earlier, so not sure what's going there, but I'm sure she'll make the adjustments. Looks like the Greyhounds are getting a talking to here from their coach, trying to rally their guys.
I think Jordan, so the serve was Addison Grease, and then I don't know if they kind of forgot that it was our server or not, but then Jordan Kaiser went to the back row to take over the serve, and it was still Addison, so I don't know. Doesn't appear to be a violation, so the score 11-11. Grease's serve is a good one, and that's going to be a slam dunk kill for Danica Kalb. Just set up on a tee for her. She taps it home, and that's just the second lead of the match for Hoven. In the first since they've led 1-0. So nice comeback here for Hoven.
That was excellent.
Grease serve, back row, that's Braun. And Gellhaus that is number 15, that's Bentley Holt. We haven't seen her quite as much, and she puts it into the net, so a 2-point lead here for the Lady Greyhounds. 13-11, Addison Grease to serve. Back row Johnson. Gellhaus is going to set Braun behind her. This is Kaiser. Danica Kalb back to Jordan Kaiser. Back row Cadleck, nice dig. Johnson. Third hit here for Gellhaus. Addison Grease. Danica puts it over. Johnson. Gellhaus to Braun. Addison Grease. Here's Kaiser's going to set Danica Kalb. Little flip. Set left side, here's Braun, and she's into the net again. She's had a few mishits here in the second game, and now the biggest lead of the night in either game for the Lady Greyhounds, 14-11.
Yeah, great job by the Lady Greyhounds. They're just fundamental volleyball, keeping it going, volleying it across, staying in it.
Another nice serve by Addison Grease. Gellhaus is going to set Neelick in the middle. And we have a whistle. I'm not sure what for, but it is a point to Ipswich. So Tigers will reclaim the serve, a couple substitutions. It's going to be number 10, Niddle, that left-handed serve, back into the game.
Yeah, and sorry, folks, I wish we had a better understanding on some of those calls, so we're not totally up to par.
It's whatever the Statue of Liberty, like where the one finger pointing to the ceiling. So if the Statue of Liberty call.
We'll call it that. Oh, shoot. Okay, and then Niddle here's serve. Lang will take it. Danica with the dig. Sends it across her way. Lang again. Gellhaus sets the serve. Nichols. Or Nellick, excuse me. I don't know why I keep saying that. And it's going to be point for the Tigers there. So it's going to be Niddle again on the serve. I keep combining Niddle and Neelick.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Cronin on the dig. Kaiser over to Danica. Nichols will. And she'll send it across, just out of reach there off the Cronin. Nellick.
Yeah, 3 kills on the night for Neelick. And now we have a 14-14 tie again, so good recovery for Ipswich.
Sophie Nettle back to serve again for the Tigers. Grease digs it. Jordan Kaiser set back to Danica. She'll send it back over to Johnson. Gelhaus on serve. Lang sends across. Grease with a nice dig. Jordan Kaiser sends it back to Grease. Nettle to Gelhaus. Back to Lang, and she's going to send it out. Point for the Greyhounds, 15-14 your score.
Yeah, Lang kind of lost the stroke there a little bit. The last few have been long for her. We haven't seen her quite as prolific as she was in game one. Kaiser serve, Johnson. She's been a mainstay in the middle of that back row as the libero, but this one she sends a little bit too far forward. That's going to be an ace for Jordan Kaiser, and I have that as her first of the night. Kaiser to Johnson again. Niddle and Gelhaus come together, and that's going to be another point.
Greyhounds need to stick with it here. Then the Tigers are going to take a timeout.
Yeah, timeout for Lady Tiger. 17-14 your score. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
Welcome back to Hoven here in the Purple Palace. We are 17-14 your score in favor of the Lady Greyhounds trying to take game two. They fell in game one 25-11, but have bounced back nicely here in the second. Jordan Kaiser still to serve. Back row is Johnson. Gelhaus puts it over on the second hit, and that is going to be just in on the line for Danica Kaup. That little flip kill that she's got there, and that's 6 now on the night for Danica. She's just right on the line.
She's really stepping up here as a leader for the Greyhounds when they need her most. She's having a great game.
Kaiser again to serve. It's going to be Niddle this time. Lang to Gelhaus. Addison Grease. Jordan Kaiser's going to set it for Danica. Gelhaus again. This time the set is for Lang. Middle is going to be Grease. Kaiser puts it over. Gelhaus is going to try Neelick again, sorry. Now you got me doing it. Bryn Huber across for Kia Cronin. Nice dig there by Johnson. This is going to be Lang. Hits the net. Dug by Jordan Kaiser, but Danica Kaup can't get to it. So one of the better volleys of the night, back and forth between the two teams, but the point goes to Ipswich, 18-15, and Ipswich serve.
Seems like all them 50-50 balls off the net always seem to fall in favor of the Tigers. Johnson on the serve, Addison Grease to dig. Danica sets it up for Cronin. She sends it across, but it's going to be Niddle with a nice dig. Lang to send it across. Danica sends it back. Niddle trying to get there. And boy, Niddle, she's all over the court there. Great effort, but not able to corral it, and Danica's going to get another kill.
Yeah, 7 now.
19-15 is your score.
So this is going to be Bethany Schwingler to serve.
Great job by Jordan Kaiser.
Substitution, we have Raquel Mitzel-Kaup into the game for the first time, the senior. Takes a spot on the front row. Schwingler, also a sophomore. Serve is over. That's Lang to Gelhaus, back to Lang. And error that time on the kill, and that's going to be another point for the Lady Greyhounds, 19-15.
That's a big
light
point
at the end of the tunnel here for Hoven, trying to win game 2 after falling in game 1. Another nice serve for Schwingler. That's Niddle, Gelhaus, Lang. And it's long for Lang again, so she's kind of in the middle of the floor now, but still can't quite find the range on that.
Yeah.
She had a few really nice ones to start the match tonight, but has kind of struggled since then. Schwingler, Johnson. Gelhaus is going to set, that's Yost in the middle. Kaiser puts it over. Niddle, Gelhaus, right side. That's going to be number 15, Brentley Holt, putting it into the net. And another point for Hoven, 22-15 your score. Nice run here of serve for Bethany Schwingler. Niddle, Gelhaus is going to set. That's Yost, and she's going to send it long. So 23-15, and looking more and more like we're going to see a deciding third game here tonight. See if Schwingler can finish it off. Back row, that's going to be Niddle off the right hand, and that is going to be an ace for Bethany Schwingler, her first of the night.
Greyhounds doing what they have to do, just making sure keep the ball in play and let the Tigers make the mistakes and keep the momentum on their side. Keeping control of the game here with game point on the line.
Substitution, number 16, Zoe Zwaber, the freshman, checks in. Kia Cronin will have a seat. Schwingler, game point. Back row, Johnson. Gelaus is going to set it for Lang, gets this one in, and that is going to be another kill for Lang off the hands of Addison Grease.
Yeah, I think Addison's probably thinking too, maybe she should have let that one go, but it's tough when it's coming right at your face, so I think I would have probably done the same thing. 7 kills on the night for Lang, so she finds the range on that one. Got a little breathing room here yet for the Greyhounds, 24-16 your score. Brooke Larson, the freshman's going to come to the serving line now. Danico and can't handle the dig on that one. So 24-17 your score here. Like I said, a little bit of a cushion here.
First ace of the night for Larson, 5'5" freshman.
Larson again. Addison with the dig. Jordan Kaiser sets up to Danica. Johnson to Larson to Lang. Bethany with the dig. Oh, they run into each other. Jordan Kaiser hits the floor. Larson and Yost is going to get over, and it's going to get sent over by Danica for the kill to win the game for match 2 here for the night. 25-17 your score.
Well, and what a fitting way to end game 2. Danica Kaup, and I got to look at my chicken scratches here. I think I've got her at 8 kills, and most of them are like the one you just saw there to win game 2. So 25-17 is your score in favor of the Lady Greyhounds. We'll take a break and be back right after this for a deciding game 3.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie Foods.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
And welcome back to Hoven here in the Purple Palace. Mike Hobart alongside Jordan Heimiller, and our producer tonight, Skylar Sorensen, doing a good job on the computer, doing things that I didn't know it could do. And then Christian Collins running the camera for us tonight. So again, really enjoy bringing these to you. Hope you enjoy the broadcast, and certainly as you hear our sponsors, make sure you thank them, support them whenever, however you can, because it is a really nice luxury through our live ticket and the live ticket people. Troy and Jody, Caleb, the whole group have been really good to work with this year, helping us out, bringing you this live stream, and they do such a good job, good product through live stream, so we really appreciate everything they do. But yeah, Skylar and Christian, Jordan and I, ready to bring you really a exciting end to the match here. Really struggled early on for the Lady Greyhounds, losing the first game 25-11, fell way behind 15-1 at one point in that first game, but rebound nicely in game 2 to take that 25-17. So we have a deciding game 3. This will be best of 15, and if I was correct in watching the coin toss, I believe Ipswich won, so I think they will be serving first. So Jordan, what did you see in the second game that might have made a difference for the Lady Greyhounds?
Yeah, there's a lot more consistency at the serving line, some really great digs, a lot better communication. They weren't kind of playing on top of each other. Jordan Kaiser and Bethany Schwingler coming in there at the end when it mattered most. They kept the game going, just kept consistent serve, put the ball in their court, let them make the mistakes. Great job by them, and hopefully they can keep that momentum going on their side here.
Yeah, and I'm not keeping track of kills by game, but Danica Kaup is up to 8, and I want to say most of them were in that second game. She really did a nice job finding the holes in the Ipswich defense. It is going to be Ipswich to serve.
Oh, sorry about that. Kira Gilhouse over to serve, and she's going to head it out. Danica lets it wisely go by. Wisely, I should say. Excuse me. Making up new words, I guess.
Boy, yeah, and that's a big error in a best of 15 here. So Grease is going to serve Johnson, back row Gilhouse. Left side, that is Holt. Kaiser's going to set Danica Kaup. Oh, caught it off the wrist. Didn't get that one cleanly, and that's going to be into the net. So 1-1 your score, serve back to Ipswich.
Yeah, we don't see that mistake out of Danica very often here, so I'm sure she'll make the adjustments.
I wonder if she got caught in between a little bit, whether to strike that one or whether to kind of do that little flip that she's been doing.
It did seem that way. Middle's going to send it. Danica's going to somehow save it. Jordan Kaiser sends it across. Gilhouse. It's going to be Nellick, and it's going to be off the hands of Addison there. Great kill by Nellick.
Yeah, and that's 4 on the night for Neelick. And we haven't seen one from her for a while, so encouraging for the Lady Tigers to get her back involved in the offense.
Sophie Niddle sends across. Addison with the dig. Jordan Kaiser sends it back across. Johnson. Gilhouse to Lang. Great dig by Ebo. It's going to be off the rafters, but Danica could track it down. And they just couldn't quite get under there, but great save by Danica off the rafter. Great read.
Yeah, just about overcame the rafter ball. It's just a free-for-all at that point. All hands on deck, and everybody just got to try to keep it covered, and they did a nice job. Just couldn't quite finish it.
Niddle again, Danica, and it's going to be off the fingers. Niddle really sending them balls across really quickly, right at the defender's face. You can tell they're trying to struggle to decide if they should kind of set it or dig it underneath. But yeah, great job by Niddle. Hopefully the Greyhounds can kind of flip that momentum.
Yeah, timeout on the floor for Coach Roush. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Best of luck in today's competition to the Potter County Battlers from Black Sheep Agronomy, your local agronomy experts. Black Sheep Agronomy wants you to have a successful farm plan and is focused on products and practices that work in this region. As community members themselves, Tyler, Tice, and Austin support area students who work hard in their school and extracurricular activities. Good luck, Battlers from Black Sheep Agronomy. Call 842-6104 for all your agronomy needs.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
Welcome back to Hoven. Mike Hobart, Jordan Heimler, along with Skylar Sorensen and Christian Collins here, getting towards the end of our match and some work to do for the Lady Greyhounds. They trail 4-1 in the first to 15 here for Game 3. The two teams have split the first 2.
Big point here for the Greyhounds. Niddle will serve. Danica with the dig. Jordan Kaiser sets it over to Danica. She'll send across to Johnson. Gilhouse to Neelick. Addison digs. Jordan over to Danica. She sends across the Niddle. Gilhouse again to Lang this time. And it's going to be out. Lang a little bit long on the kill there.
Yeah, good call by Isabella Sautner back there. And Addison was trying to play because she wasn't sure, but didn't make contact, and that did look like it was beyond the line. Kaiser to serve, nice serve. Neelick, back row Johnson. She's going to get it to Lang. Danica Kaup with the dig. Kaiser back to Kaup. Oh, and tries to flip it far side, not able to drop it in. Neelick has the ball in the middle. Nice dig by Grease, and can't quite get it over. So that's going to be. I believe that counts as a kill for Neelick.
I would call it that, I guess.
I'm going to give her one. That's 5. And that's 5-2 now, your score in favor of the Lady Tigers.
And we're seeing a familiar face on the serving line now. Ellie Neelick, number 14, the freshman for the Tigers.
She had a long run in the first game.
Cronin on the serve. She sends across immediately, and they weren't ready for it. And that's going to be a point for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, Kia Cronin just dropped it right in the middle of no man's land, and all the Lady Tigers kind of looking at each other, couldn't quite decide who was going to play it.
Yeah, you could tell Neelick was kind of transitioning back over that spot. Didn't expect it to come that quick. So
Schwingler to serve. That's Niddle. Galaus to Yost. Nice dig by Kaiser. Gets it across Cronin. Galaus is going to set. This is
let it go.
Number 15. That's Holt this time, and she goes long. So just like that, it's a 5-4 game.
Yep.
And Schwingler served. This was where the Lady Greyhounds really made up some ground in game 2. Back row Niddle. Galaus is going to set Yost. Kaiser to Ava Grease. Carries it along. Danica gets it across. Johnson's going to set for Lang, and she goes for the kill, but it's going to be too long, and it's a 5-5 game.
Yeah, big point there. Greyhounds really needed that one. You can feel the momentum kind of starting to switch.
Schwingler serve again, and that's going to be an ace.
All right. Great job, Bethany.
Second ace of the night for Schwingler, and she does drop it just in, again, a little confusion in the middle of the court. And first lead of game number 3 for Ipswich, or for Hoven, sorry. Nice serve by Schwingler. Galaus is going to set Lang. Takes a little off this time, a changeup. And Schwingler gets it over, and it's going to be out. Just out. Nice effort there, boy. And Lang's kind of had some issues the last couple attempts where she's been going long, and definitely took some off of that strike.
Yeah. Boy, Jordan Kaiser had an incredible save over here. A great dig over here on the side, one-handed. Keep that play alive. And it's going to be the freshman Brooke Larson coming in to serve. Danica on the dig. Jordan Kaiser sets it back over to Danica. She'll send it across to Johnson. Larson to Yost. Addison digs it. Jordan quickly sends it over. And Niddle's ready. Gelhaus back up to Yost. Off the net. Bethany digs it. Jordan Kaiser keeps it up. Danica sends it across to Lang. Larson back to Lang. Great job by Jordan on the dig. Ava Grease sent it across, and Johnson can't get a handle of it. That's going to be a point for the Greyhounds. 7-6 your score here.
And first kill of the night for the 5'5 freshman Ava Grease, and the lead goes back to the Lady Greyhounds. And it's the senior Danica Kaup to serve.
Yeah, subbing in, coming in, getting a point right away for your team. Great job.
Good serve. Caught Lang off balance. Yost is going to get it across. Kaiser to Schwingler. Sets Danica. Ooh, some miscommunication there. Larson. Here's Schwingler. Kaup sets Kia Cronin this time, and the kill for the 7th grader.
Great job by Cronin there.
Second kill of the second game for Kia Cronin. Boy, a clutch play there for the 7th grader. And it's Danica Kaup doing the setting that time. Did a nice job, and Cronin's able to finish it off. 8-6 lead. Kaup serve. Back row is Niddle. And here is Giese getting it across. Kaup puts it over. Tap from Yost, and some miscommunication between Cronin and Addison Grease, and they're not able to get it over. Point to Ipswich.
Yeah, a couple great digs there, keeping that ball alive. That's going to bring up Amy Lang now, the sophomore for the Tigers. She'll serve. And it's out. Bethany committed, then pulled off it right away. Great job. I think that was good communication by her teammates as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, somebody was definitely yelling out, and I'm really glad Bethany didn't hurt herself there. It looked like she was kind of caught in between, maybe twist something, but she's all smile, so everything's good. And left side, this is Braun. Gets it across. Schwingler's going to set Addison Grease in the front row. Braun with the dig. That's Larson. And Yost is...
Isn't that into the net? I thought it was into the net.
I'm not sure. I thought it was 4 hits.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
But for reasons beyond our understanding, that's an Ipswich point, and they will get the serve. 9-8 your score.
Looks like Coach Wendy Roush is agreeing with us. She's saying 4 hits. Bethany with the dig.
That makes me feel a little better.
Danica. Jordan Kaiser trying to go for the kill, but it looks like it hits the net, or maybe off the hands of Neelick for the block.
9-9 tie. This one's going to come down to the wire in Hoven tonight.
Johnson back to serve. Jordan Kaiser with the dig. Danica back to Jordan Kaiser. She sends it across. And it's going to be out of the range there for Lang, and a great kill by Jordan Kaiser.
Third kill of the night for Kaiser, the 5'5" sophomore. And Hoven regains the lead. We'll see who's going to be serving. I think, do we have a substitution?
It looks like they're trying to figure out who's going to be serving here.
Okay, it looks like Ava Grease, the freshman's going to be set to serve. Bryn Huber is going to sub in. Bethany Schwingler will take a seat. Really nice job both in games 2 and 3 for Schwingler. Grease serve back row. That's Lang. Gelhaus is going to that's Neelick, but it's blocked at the net. Bryn Huber. Danica Kell, back row Johnson. Covered by Larson. And that's going to be another kill for Jordan Kaiser in the front row. 2 in a row. 4 on the night for Kaiser. It's 11-9 lead. And Coach Laura Oxner is going to take a timeout for Lady Tigers. We'll take one with her and be back right after this.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
Welcome back to Hoven. Boy, a great match tonight. Junior varsity contest between the Hoven Lady Greyhounds and the Ipswich Lady Tigers. And it is 11-9 your score. And come from behind here so far for the Lady Greyhounds. They've trailed in this third game. It is the first to 15. They lead 11-9, and they hold serve after a timeout here from Ipswich. And boy, this would be quite the comeback win. Again, if you're just joining us, the Lady Greyhounds fell in game 1 25-11, and have kind of controlled the match ever since then. Won game 2 25-17. They lead here 11-9. Freshman Ava Grease set to serve. Back row, that's Johnson. Larson. And it's kind of in between, and that's going to be a third straight kill for Kaiser. Had to double check to make sure she wasn't
kill
in
or
the net.
block, I'm not sure. Boy, that was a great job by Jordan Kaiser getting up and combating that right at the top of the net.
Just not quite enough to get over. That was either going to be a service error or a really good serve for Ava Grease. I thought it would just maybe clear the net, but it doesn't.
Yeah, Jordan Kaiser having a great game here on this third match.
Holt checks back in, and number 4 Larson is going to have a seat. Looks like Gelhaus to serve.
And the sophomore will. Dug by Bryn. Hit by Danica. Addison sends it back over. Johnson with the dig. Gelhaus up to Braun. Dug by Ava Grease. Hit by Jordan Kaiser. Gelhaus again, it looks like.
Yeah, point to Ipswich. They're going to say number 5, Kaiser, was in the net.
I think she kind of landed on the line there in the net there, getting airborne. So it's going to be Gelhaus back to serve, 12-11 in favor of the Greyhounds. Danica on the dig. Kaiser. Grease sends it over. Gelhaus. Johnson sets it up to Braun. Braun's going to hit it into the net. 13-11 is your score. 2 points away here for the Greyhounds, and they will serve.
And Emery Braun, just an 8th grader, she's done well. She does have 3 kills on the night, but not able to finish that one. And just 2 points away from winning the match here. Addison Grease to serve. Lang. Gelhaus is going to set Neelick. And that's going to be another kill for Neelick. That's I have 6 for her now on the night. So 13-12 your score. The serve will go back over to Lady Tigers.
Yeah, Neelick, the freshman, they've been leaning on her mostly these matches tonight. I expect the same here with the game on the line. Niddle back to serve with the left hand. Cronin with the dig. Kaiser up to Danica. Johnson with the dig. Gelhaus to Lang. Kaiser digs it. Cronin sets it over to Bryn. Bryn sends it across to Niddle. Gelhaus. Neelick. Cronin with the dig. Danica sends a quick over, but Gelhaus is ready. Johnson Lang sends it across. Addison Grease with the dig. Jordan Kreiser over to Danica. She sends across up top of the net. And Nella can't get a handle of it. Kind of took a favorable bounce there on the top of the net. Great job there. I think Danica gets the kill on that one. I believe it's going to be a timeout now for the Ipswich Tigers.
Yeah, it is match point for the Lady Greyhounds. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Just to kind of set the stage for you, just running through some stats. That's 9 kills on the night for Danica Kaup. That's her first in this game. But boy, Jordan Kaiser's picked up the slack. She has 5 on the night, almost all of those here in the third game. Kia Cronin, a couple kills. And just to, as the volley was going back and forth there, a lot of credit to the 7th graders. I saw one save, one dig by Kia Cronin, sent across by Bryn Huber. I mean, you have 7th graders playing in a really big match right now, and I'm sure the nerves are there, but boy, they're making plays when they have to.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully they can focus in here, get this match point. Their serve is on their side, so let's see what happens here.
Yeah, quick timeout. It's going to be Jordan Kaiser serving for the match. The football boys cheering section, they're on their feet over there. Serve is across, Johnson, back row, Gelhaus is going to set Neelick in the middle, and that's going to be long, and that's going to be the match for your Hoven Lady Greyhounds.
Great job by the Greyhounds. Down 15-1 in the first match, taking that as a learning curve, getting settled in, coming back the second match, and then finishing off with the third. Great job by the Greyhounds. Way to go, ladies.
Boy, and what a testament to these young ladies and the coaching staff. I know Coach Roush a couple timeouts in that first game, a little, I'm sure frustrated, but she didn't really show it. Stayed patient with the girls, and to their credit, they came out and played really, really well the second 2 games tonight. Again, just to recap the action, 25-11 is what Ipswich won. The margin for game 1. The Lady Greyhounds responded 25-17, a pretty comfortable win in game 2, and then coming from behind, they trailed midway through this third game and able to come from behind and put it away with a final score of 15-12. And again, I know I've had a chance to see a couple times on the road and these matches at home, but boy, that's I would have to say that's probably the highlight of the season so far for the Lady Greyhounds tonight.
Yeah, great job to the Ipswich Lady Tigers. They played a great game tonight. Just fell a little bit short, but great poise and sportsmanship from them. We appreciate you guys coming out. But yeah, for the Greyhounds, really proud of you ladies. Way to go. That was great play. They really came together there. You could tell after that first game they got kind of those jitters out of the way, and like I was hoping, I'd come into that second game with a little momentum and something positive, and they certainly did, and they were up for the task. Jordan Kaiser coming up really big there in that last match. Danica really playing a great game tonight. A lot of great digs by back row, Addison and Ava and Bethany on some great serving, and it was just a great all-out well execution by the team.
Yeah, and that's it's fun to see, that kind of progress being made, and certainly with a young team, and that's what's so nice about these matchups. A good opportunity for some of these younger girls to get really, big time game experience on both sides. I mean, a lot of the squad for Lady Tigers, their highest scorers tonight. Ellie Neelick had 6 kills. Neelick is a freshman. Amy Lang had 8. She's a sophomore. And so, again, really good opportunity for those girls. A couple of the 8th graders, Giese and Braun, getting in there for Ipswich. So nice opportunity for them to gain experience. And certainly the younger players, I mentioned Kia Cronin and, Bryn Huber, but also just some of those freshmen, Ava Grease is a freshman, Jordan Kaiser, Bethany Schwingler as sophomores, really stepping up and making big plays when it counts. So really, really nice win for the coaches, Wendy Roush, Chantel Stecker, Maya Knipling, and the girls. So they should feel good about this one.
Yeah, I completely agree, Mike. That was great to see. A lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it at home. We're happy to bring you the live broadcast. I know I have a ton of fun doing this. It's been quite the honor, and I've just been having a great time So I appreciate it, Mike.
And it is, yeah, absolutely. And thank you for joining us here again. Skylar Sorensen on the computer, Christian Collins running the camera for us, doing a great job. And it is a lot of fun. We enjoy this opportunity, and hopefully you do too. Going to be a pretty significant layoff here for the volleyball team. They will not play again until October 16th, so not again until next week. And they'll be on the road for that one. They're going to be up in Harriet. Looks like 5 and 6 o'clock will be the start time up in Harriet for those two games. And then just a reminder for some of the events coming up this week. On Wednesday, the cross-country runners are in action at the conference meet down in Gettysburg. That starts at 1 o'clock. Friday, a big day for the marching Greyhounds, their last marching band contest of the year. That's at the Lake Region Marching Festival in Groton. And so they're stepping off there a little after 11 o'clock in the morning. And just like that, we're getting towards the end of the football season, too. The last home game of the season up at Norm Stetham Field. We'll be hauling the equipment back up there to bring you the broadcast there Friday night. Probably be on the air about 6:45 or so, 6:45. 7 o'clock kickoff there as the boys look for their second win of the season against Sunshine Bible. And they're going to be hitting the road again right away next Monday. 1 week from today will be the last football game of the season as they head to Millette to take on Northwestern. And, kind of the conversation in the last couple weeks here as we prepare for these last couple games, for the boys, if they win those last two games, they can finish the season with a 500 record, 3-3. And that would feel pretty good as the first season coming back as the Hoven Greyhounds.
Yeah, I agree. I think everything we didn't know how this was going to look this year, obviously with going on our own for the sports side of things, and my expectations have been exceeded. I mean, these kids are having so much fun. They're playing competitively, and I've just heard nothing but great things. Seeing the purple back in the stands, and just feels good to be a part of it. And just absolutely outstanding. That goes my hat off to a lot of individuals. Mike, with you doing your coaching and your broadcasting, and even the PA tonight, Joni Obler, and all of our coaches, all of our faculty, Booster Club members, sponsors, just making all this possible and giving this experience to these athletes, which they so much deserve.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the Booster Club, and that is still, I know, a really big push there during homecoming and through the T-Mobile contest and everything, but you certainly can still support these Lady Greyhounds, the Hoven Greyhounds, and really the best way to do that is either volunteering with the Booster Club if you're willing to do that, or if you're willing to support them financially. Alumni far and wide. I know we've had contributions from all over the place. It's been really great to see. So, Jordan, any last thoughts tonight?
I don't really have much. Just go Greyhounds.
Absolutely. It's again a busy week coming up. We'll be on the air with you again Saturday night. Not Saturday night, Friday night, 7 o'clock up at Norm Stetham Field for the final home football game of the season. Volleyball, we won't be back in action here until October 20th. We'll have games for you on October 20th against Strasburg-Zeeland. That'll be Parents' Night for the girls, and then finish up the home volleyball schedule the very next night on October 21st. And that will be against North Central. So again, just to recap the action tonight, in Game 1, the middle school team fell in 2 straight games, 23-25. They fell in Game 1, lost Game 2, 25-15. The JV comes out on top 2-1. They lost the first 25-11. Take Game 2, 25-17, and finish it off with a 15-12 win. So again, congratulations to Coach Roush and the girls. So Mike Hobart alongside Jordan Heimiller, Skylar Sorensen, Christian Collins, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll sign off with a good night and go Greyhounds.